Welcome everyone to the West, the Dishonored RPG campaign we run times.
In person this time.
Exactly, we're back. Hopefully our sound is all okay. It seems to be in the green. So, last session, you all explored, survived in Soul Spring and Resort. A basically Void Cult themed resort town. You all met Joplin, the lone protector, still left here. You met Wayne, a man searching for the broker and lucky person. And you were going ahead to basically splitting up. Some of you are going to the Grand Duke Hotel to get a resort pass, basically. Just a card that confirms your reservation and allows you to travel to different areas of the resort. And another half of you were heading to the Museum of Arcane Persecution. Am I missing anything?
Zombies.
Zombies, the Raven, unconscious, and then just woke up.
Yes.
Stab almost dying.
Yeah, lots of stuff happened.
There's
Sounds
zombies
like
and it's
I'd like to
messing
go
stuff
inside.
up.
And the zombies
Right.
were like, no.
All right. So we will go ahead and open so that we can get the Raven back in business. We're going to finish basically the team going to the Grand Duke, which I believe was just Joplin and Sab.
I'm getting ready to message you.
Okay, yeah.
We'll start
Start that.
Yeah.
So, I believe the last thing we had was you all talking on the roof. It is probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but a blizzard has rolled in, snow everywhere. But you all are on the roof. After his whole tirade, Joplin would turn to you and would hand the Raven's grapple gun to you. Do you know how to use this thing?
No. Is there a trigger?
Go ahead and make this would be Tinker, definitely. Probably engineering focus if you have it.
Okay.
Actually, Joplin would aid you. He's really good at tinkering.
Maybe you should shoot this.
No, he's good at help.
Oh my. 2 successes.
Good.
What's that?
2
4.
successes.
Ooh,
You
Wow.
rolled 1 critical success.
Okay, awesome.
good for him.
All right. So it is fairly simple. As long as there's enough pressurized gas in the reservoir, you can fire it, and to reel it in, you literally crank it. There's a trigger to discharge the weapon. So sorry, just texting Josh. Do you want to shoot this thing, or do you want me to try?
I really want to shoot this thing.
Go ahead. That window right there.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll a.
No canonically the noise
What?
this makes.
Do you remember what roll we normally make for grappling hook checks? Fight?
Archery,
This
but
thing
with like
is more
Yes.
than
Yeah,
a
archery.
sound.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Versus-
this is fight. This is going to be a difficulty of. You're in a snowstorm. It's really hard to see. Lots of wind.
wait, you took my grappling hook?
I didn't take it. Jocelyn did.
Yep. It was the way to get across. So
It made sense.
this is going to be a difficulty of 4.
That doesn't matter though.
Joplin will aid you. So that's what it's going to be, because none of you are experienced users of this grappling hook, and you're using it in a snowstorm at maximum range.
Okay.
Take a wide stance. Always help.
Go ahead, stance.
hmm.
Dude,
I
I bet
Do
Zach
you
can the
all-
splits.
did you all keep any record of how much momentum you guys had?
Are we
I
able to
think
keep
I
it?
did.
Because I have
Because
one.
of the fact that this is technically the same scene. I know it's a different session, but I normally like to
Oh yeah, because health is.
You get extra void points every session, but momentum, I will say, keeps per scene.
Beautiful.
And you just got out of that fight in the restaurant.
Mhm.
So you might have momentum from
He
that.
did. He did.
That being
That's
said,
my
it does
list.
decrease by 1, technically, every scene.
Okay. I guess 2. I don't know.
What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 by my count. I don't know what that means.
All right.
but
Yeah, that sounds right.
Say,
I think that is correct.
if we get into the building, is that a different scene? Or is it just like the mission is
No.
the scene?
I'm going to say the mission is the
Okay.
entire thing.
Then I'll use one of these to roll another die.
Yeah. If there's another combat encounter, that will be a new scene.
Okay.
All right, he will aid you.
Here we go. Can I shoot? Nope. I think this is just a care flight. Here we go. 1.
That is a fail from him.
That's a. Ooh, okay. That's a 2. Just 2 successes.
That is not enough to cut it.
Okay.
So you fire the thing, it makes a gaseous burst of, and you just see the grappling hook just get swept away in the snow.
Well,
All right. This will take some time. Yep.
about to
Go
really
ahead and roll a sneak check. Just to,
okay.
it's a little hard to do this while reeling something in, but
Just imagining
you got to
accidental fishing
move
rod.
quietly?
Whoa! Whoa.
oh, I got something.
Void zombie.
Oh dear!
Put it back. Put it
Catch
back.
and release.
Oh, he got 2 successes.
Yeah, that's a failure from. Wait. Sneak. Yeah. So 1 success from him. From. So what was that you
Well,
rolled?
I did move. Would that work? Should be Tinker.
Either.
Okay, I'll do move then. Then yeah, it's 2 successes.
So 3 total. You can all see that. Okay, you're good. I should get this closer so I have a little dice rolling nook. Yeah, that's better. All right.
Sab just hands it off to Jocelyn. Here you go.
All right. I'll try my best. Mind giving me a hand?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll 1 d20 to assist. Whoop. That doesn't go through. Okay. We got 5 and a 4. We said this was archery, so those are not critical successes. 2 successes from him.
Sab has 1 success. I'm not getting that could have done with momentum. I don't think so. I have void points. Did we get an extra void point by the
Yes.
way?
Yeah. Void points come every session.
Awesome. Can I use a void point to make mine a critical success, or is that
It's a good
just
question.
the person who's doing the main thing?
I believe that applies to any roll. I don't see why it wouldn't. That seems like an unnecessary constriction.
I want to get into this building, so I'll make
Alright.
it critical.
He also does have a void point, but he's not going to use it right now because he was going to try something else if that didn't work. But it works right now. It is. You fire the grappling hook. There is a. What do you call like the outside of a window that's like outcropping? Is that just the sill or
I think the
no?
Does
Like
the
you open a
sill-
window and there's like almost always a little.
like ledge.
Yeah, like a ledge just outside of it. You fire the grappling hook, you adjust for the wind a little bit. And well, Joplin fires it, that is.
Mhm.
And it lands right on the edge, jingles and clangs a little bit on the ledge, and then catches Tot. Now what are we how do I disattach this? Go ahead and roll another tinker check. This is going to be to actually attach the cable to something sturdy.
Alright, am I assisting him?
Yeah, he'll go ahead and lead this one.
Never really.
Engineering focus if you have it. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, he got a 3. You're the circus kid, right?
Yep.
Did you tell him that? I feel like you mentioned like I was in the circus, so I can do this sort of thing. Like,
I think he did because he was like just really just. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I guess I'll go after you then.
Okay. So.
Oh wait, you have the rope.
Hmm?
You have the rope. You're gonna drop it down.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I can walk a tightrope with this thing. He pats his pack.
Okay. Do I have the rope? I should. I had a rope.
Yeah. So you can tightrope walk this if you want. You can also just climb it, hand over hand. It's up to you. Or do that thing that
there's this
sailors
thing
do, where they do
where,
it with the
like,
legs.
Yeah. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna he's actually gonna take a bit of rope,
Mhm.
probably cut it off. And he's basically gonna to tie his wrist to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if he falls, he's hanging there, and then he just shimmies across using legs.
Take a void point. That's fun.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll a tinker check for that.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. There's one success.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. All right. So this is going to be. I'm going to make you roll 6 checks to get across.
Okay.
The difficulty on each of those checks is going to be 2. Because of the tinker check to put the cable on, as well as the tinker check to do that hand thing, if you get 4 failures, you will fall. So, this is a move. I will allow cleverly because of your circus background as well as the hand thing that you applied. If you want. First check.
Okay. So acrobats cleverly and move.
Mm-hmm.
I just smiled. All right. That one was right there. All right. That is 2 successes.
All right. That's good. Next check.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. That is 4 successes.
All right. Take two momentum.
Dang.
Thankfully, the Raven's cable that he uses for this grappling hook is pretty sturdy.
Yeah,
guess
he
it
made it
would be
himself.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if anyone stole it from him.
We'll get it back to him. It'll be fine.
Real arts and crafts kind of guy, isn't he?
A what?
He's a real arts and crafts kind of guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just-
They were
I'll
making
avoid things.
macaroni
Okay.
grappling.
Yeah.
He better not have touched the orange juice.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
The juicer is all fire.
Okay.
Oh, I love being really
My plan
smart
for the red
and
yarn is
really good at
really
climbing
for a shape
and also
project.
having acrobatics. That's another 2 successes.
Okay.
I realize-
So that will be the end of it, since there's no way to get 4
Don't have
failures
that
at this point.
Awesome.
So,
But
I realized that he had above
It'll be
20
interesting.
if you add the 5 from his acrobats and the 2 6s.
Oh, really?
So I was like, yay, I can actually just do this.
yeah, that's right. This is something you were very good at.
I'm happy.
All right. So the snow and the wind does deter you a little bit at first. You're a little slow going up there, but as soon as you realize, what speed the wind is going at and what it's going to do, you are just super efficiently shimmying across, basically. And it's not long before you get to the ledge. There's enough space to stand up, and you are good to climb up. Joplin starts reeling back the grappling hook. Check for that. 2 successes. So we pulled that off successfully. And then he's going to sneak back downstairs.
Sabble, is there something to tie the rope to, or
Make a quick tinker carefully check.
I'm gonna use a momentum for this.
All right. Sneak. It's good. I will say, just to spoil things a little bit, I'm going to retcon something. when Joplin does go back down, he puts you in a room. So he
Oh.
drags your body to a room and then shuts the door. And he does put the grappling hook next to you.
Okay.
All right, so that's
He's not going to leave you for dead, but he's not going to save you either. I guess. That's where his mind's at with that.
Okay.
2 more sneak checks to see if Joplin gets out. He does. Oh wait, 2 more. Ooh. Ooh.
Does he get caught by the zombies?
He might.
Ooh.
Yes.
I feel like your hatred for this man is a little inordinate.
Oh no, it's within the characters.
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean it's not inordinate.
I don't know what that means.
we need this.
It's overblown.
Mhm.
I mean, it's definitely in character.
Mhm.
Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
That is 2 failures.
Oh, buddy.
He sounds the same.
And the first floor is the one that you guys didn't clear out either. So there are a lot.
Oh, if this was him leaving the room he stashed you in.
Yeah.
Would not be a good thing.
Probably less of a target for them though. If you're unconscious.
It's a shame I'm unconscious. I can't help
Sleep.
it.
Exactly.
Would you?
At this
Or
point,
else I'm
after
just gonna
that,
really
probably
chill
not.
brainwaves and you're like, I don't
Oh,
want
it
to
doesn't
I'll
matter.
probably have
Yeah.
zombies.
Poor guy, he needs his sleep, you know? Void zombies always trying to not wake people up. They're
That's
considerate.
so
Like,
nice. That's so, like, kind of them.
the amount of times that someone's like, wake me up in such and such amount of time, and then I think about it and I'm like, but if they're still asleep, that
must
means they were
need it.
tired. And then I don't, and they're like, why didn't you wake me up? It's like, you were tired. You needed the sleep. And they're like, yeah, but I needed to be awake by this time. Yeah, but you were tired. In other words, if you're taking a nap, don't tell me to wake up. I won't do it. I'll say I will, and then I won't.
Can you like make it fun? Just be like, hey, if I'm not up at this point, I can blow a horn or something. Because then you would be like, ooh, that does seem fun.
That's a good strategy.
Manipulate Levi.
All right.
How to make him do the thing that he tells you he will do, but otherwise wouldn't do. I always intend to as well. And I just, like, I can't. So, if someone was like, you can dump ice in my ears, maybe I would.
What?
I'm just saying. It'd be fun to wake someone else by dumping ice water in their ears.
I feel like that's also a way to
So
do some
neat.
ear damage or something. I don't know.
Your ears can resist water.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
don't know about ice water, but
Sab, you would see, after waiting a bit longer than you would have expected, and certainly longer than you would have hoped, Joplin kind of lumbering over to you. Oh, he needs 1 more sneak check.
it's
Okay, he's good.
Also fails that one.
And he succeeds that one.
Joplin never comes back.
He took a lot of hits. It's hard to tell his actual physical condition right now, so that would probably wait until you see him again. Up close. He got jumped.
Alright.
Says no words, and he starts. What did you roll on the?
2 successes. I
2?
used the void point because I got constipation. And I was like, not today.
All right.
Not today.
Move carefully.
It's like, okay. It's like, wait a minute. None of the stores around here sell milk.
I always wish this had never
Sadly,
started.
sitting on a roof, like, he'll come back. I'm sure he meant just outside.
Yes.
Oh, no, there's no
Starts
chance.
climbing the rope,
I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
and he
He
ascends
never
all the
comes
way to
back.
the top. You can see his face is bruised.
He's been infected.
That's not how this works.
We're glad that's not how this works.
We're gonna have to kill him.
The weakest link.
Yeah,
Have to put him down.
If Anton was still a void zombie,
that's
terrifying.
if I'm right.
Just be like, oh,
the
look
one
at that thing.
little-
Ooh, it's closing the distance too fast. Too fast.
Oh, it's bending time to its will.
Zombies aren't supposed to be fast.
Oh, it's drawing me. Ugh.
It's a really poor addition. Oh,
It's awful.
it's so unflattering.
He can't get my nose right.
Oh man.
He's not trying to.
Anton as a void zombie is like, I'm trying to get it wrong. No, worst nightmare.
And I'm flattering for my worst fear. How did you know?
Sam pulls out the little I don't know, half R&J, whatever we want to call it, the distilled R&J.
Oh yeah.
Do you need this, or are you okay?
Yeah, I think I really need that. Hey, I'll spot you another one when we get back.
Oh,
There's
heck yeah.
quick
It's,
tip. When there's no blizzards going on, you can get some like roving automatons that sell stuff. They sell this stuff for pretty cheap. So I've got plenty back at the warehouse.
Do they have weapons?
Just saying,
No.
Raven, it's you.
Do they
Gotta
explode?
check out.
I mean, there's not really, no.
Jacob.
That is very cheap. Then you just open the window or try to
This is not an openable window. This is totally just a pane of glass.
Make some noise, everybody.
I figured you wouldn't. Would you want a window you could open in a place that snows most of the year?
No.
Probably not.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, maybe during that 1 month of spring.
It's a very dirty window. Well, I guess not. I would like it to be, but no, I guess not.
Maybe.
All right.
So that you said that you did give him the elixir.
Yes.
All right, yeah, you pop the top off and check that. Thanks.
You need to
All
stop.
right.
Got any ideas about getting in?
It's the same window.
I could just punch this glass, or I can kick it in. Do you have anything that could cut this? Or
Not really precisely. I think we just need to go in quick and get out. Door will be the see. Actually, go ahead and make a perception check. He's aiding inside. Success from him.
Gonna do cleverly?
Yeah, sure.
Heck yeah, that's 3 successes.
Great work. Go ahead and take 3 momentum. Honestly, that was not a hard check.
Oh.
So you would see the door number of the door immediately in there, and I don't recall which door your room actually, or excuse me, your party's room is. What was the name that the reservation was under again? Your rich person name?
Huckleberry.
Oh yeah.
Forget what the last name was.
I think it was Huckleberry something.
That wiki under in this section.
Oh man,
Huckleberry Peabody.
Yes, that's
Peabody.
right. Peabody.
Huckleberry Peabody.
What
Yes.
a name.
Peabody.
So Joplin would say, okay, our room is 5 doors down to the left, should be. So we're gonna probably run in, go in and get out.
Okay.
I'm not best at moving fast. I'm more good at moving quietly. Are you fast? Because I'm thinking I can cover you from back here while you infiltrate. It's up to you.
I mean, out of the two of us, you don't have this on your leg. That just points at his. But I can try.
No. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
We just need somebody guarding the rope. Yes.
Okay.
Get
And the other
real
one.
quick.
All right.
Exfil. All right. What's the quickest way you can get this open?
I could kick it in, or I could punch it with. Pulls out like his brass knuckles. I could just punch it a bunch.
That's a good idea. That won't be loud. Well, will be, but not explosive loud. All right. Go ahead.
I just. Please, let me punch this in one. That would be so cool.
All right, make a fight check. I will allow unarmed combat or brawling. Excuse me. Sorry, fall out there.
All right, he's going forcefully all the way.
Difficulty will be 3. It's sturdy glass,
Yeah.
at least for one punch.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. Because why not? How much? What am I doing? Okay, that's one. 16. All right. That's just a 2.
Okay, you leave a very big dent. One more punch ought to do it.
All right. Do it again.
I know Sab's not
Difficulty of
helping
1
me.
now. You just need to.
Oh, is it not?
Yes, you got one.
All right. Okay. It shatters. It's pretty loud. Snow starts pouring in.
Seb just knocks out like the
Yep.
the normal the other pieces, so it's easy to get in basically. So he's using
Yep.
his foot specifically
Gotcha.
the metal and the one.
Right. Yeah. You make an opening for Joplin. I will grant with that perception check, you did see a couple squatters pretty far off in the hall. There were none next to the window,
Mhm.
but it does seem like they are moving towards the window now. Joplin starts to book it, so he'll make a move quickly. Okay, 2 successes. That's not bad. So let's say 2 minus. Go. Let's go a D8. Wow. Okay, he's pretty lucky. Lucky. Would have been a lot more that swarmed him, but I rolled pretty low on the squatter's check. So he doesn't move very fast, but it doesn't look like the squatters are moving as fast as you've seen them before. It wasn't too much noise, and they haven't quite caught up with what's going on. He gets into the room. Oh, wait. He doesn't get into the room because it's locked, because he doesn't have the key. Wait, did you guys give him?
I thought it was
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
team
key is
the
at the
key.
desk. You have to
Oh,
go to the
wait.
lobby to get the key.
Oh, you're right. You're
Oh,
right.
That's yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of something different.
So
The
he is going to
stats,
try
yes.
to rapidly. Man, he forgot to plan about this. This is on him.
All right. Does Sab
He's
see
get-
that he's struggling?
Let me do a quick lockpick check.
All right.
Tinker. Probably a difficulty of. Nah, it's not a safe. Probably 3. He's not a lockpicker though. Yeah, he's struggling with it. And there are some of them approaching pretty quickly.
Sab runs down towards where he is basically.
Could use a hand.
I got this. Pushes him aside. He's gonna use the foot to just
All right, roll a fight check, brawling, difficulty of 1. Not hard. This is what this thing is built for. It's a wooden door.
There you go.
This thing is built to kick down doors.
Yep, 2 successes.
All right, take 1 momentum.
He wanted a hand. And he was using
It is quite loud. The oh shoot, what's that called? The gate crasher. Your leg thing. But the door flies off its hinges. Have you actually used that before?
Only on a person.
Oh yes.
On that one stick.
Yeah. So this thing was
So this is
built
the first
to
time-
specifically kick down doors. The door is open, and you see this perfectly well kept room. It's warm. The bed is well made.
There's
Looks nice.
a door in the wall.
Is there a
Besides
filament?
that.
Is
What's that?
there a filament?
No, but there's a
Oh.
towel folded in the shape of a swan.
What?
Well, accepted.
No. Have you never been to a hotel that does that?
That's
No.
great.
They're nice.
I think that's one of those.
Okay. Well, yes, the door is on the floor.
It's a pillow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a move quickly check. People do one as well. One success from him.
That's right.
Also one success.
Okay. So the amount of, with that loud noise and the fact that he took a little time to actually try to get into the door, there are going to be 2d8 squatters that appear. -2 because of the speed check. Okay. Wow, that's not bad. Rolled a 1 on one of them, rolled a 5 on the other. So, 4 would make their way through the doorway. These ones look a bit less mangled than the ones that you just saw roving outside. Maybe because they've been in this building and haven't been assaulted by the elements all the time. Still look like they haven't eaten in 2 months, though. Look like they're starving. What is your quickly... Wait, what do we do for initiative checks again? Is it just... It's move quickly and no focus, right?
Actually, I think
That's what I
we've
heard.
just done
Well, we
based off
started
of what your
differently.
quickly score was, and I think we changed it
started-
recently. Yeah.
Well, it
We
wasn't
started
that
rolling,
recently.
I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we
Heisel
started
was always
rolling
going
for-
last.
Most swiftly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct.
Just saying, my swiftly.
Yes,
set
go
up
ahead
for a
and
reason.
roll another move swiftly check to see what initiative order you will take.
One success.
Jocelyn rolled a 16 and a 20. Good. He is not fast. I will say he's the one that gets the pass. Or he reaches into the nightstand and grabs it. Okay. Time for our squatter. What'd you roll?
A 4.
4. Okay. Okay. So one is going to go before you. Then you're going to go. Oh, wait. Yes. That's right. Initiative tracker dice. Yay. All right. So probably one of the ones that was one of the first ones that was charging forward rushes in. It's a guy in a tux. And is going to attack you. So go ahead and these ones aren't bunching up like the ones you saw earlier. They're coming one by one, but we'll probably bunch up in time. So go ahead and roll to contest this melee attack.
Right. Probably quickly.
It's 2 successes from the squatter.
We'll be brawling. 2 successes.
What are the numbers?
A 9 and a 14.
Okay, he rolled a critical success.
Oh.
So that will go through. Take 1 stress point of damage.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
What can you remind me of what I can do with momentum?
Momentum you can add to any check, so you can just add an extra dice to roll for any check you'd like to.
Okay.
I know we haven't really used it, but I will also allow you can spend 2 momentum to create a truth, which is create some minor detail in the environment or the setting or the characters that may come to your advantage. Sensible though. So I don't know. Like
Okay.
there's a loose floorboard that you could use to basically kick them in the groin or something like that. I don't know. You know,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
Or the door is an obstacle for these things and will delay them a little bit or something like that.
Okay.
The door is a surfboard, and there's
Yeah, that's sensible.
All right. This is gonna be a little odd, but
Okay.
here we go. So Sab's going to. Here's my thought. Sab's gonna grab the swan. Dang
That was a joke. I'm sorry. That's not actually.
it.
Sorry.
Alright.
Should have been clear about
I
that.
don't punch this guy. Yeah. So
Could I ask what you were going to do?
I was gonna have him like swish it off and then basically like go at the guy's face and like tie it around him and then kind of throw him into the group of guys behind him.
Oh, okay. I mean,
you
you can
try
do it
it,
with a
but-
regular towel. There's still towels and blankets
Awesome.
there.
And here's what I'm gonna say. Brawling. Using your environment to your advantage.
Yep. Brawling does involve.
Can I go with cleverly also?
Oh, what's the word? Unorthodox weapons. This is an unorthodox weapon.
Can I go with
Towel
cleverly?
garrote.
Can I go with cleverly because he's trying to
Sure.
throw them into?
I'll allow that.
Okay. All right, that's 2 successes.
Okay. This guy's gonna resist. Yeah, that's a 12.
Basically, I think what he's trying to do is basically kind of cause this guy to, he's kind of blinded and stuff. But
Are you-
also kind of throw him into other guys to kind of throw off their movements, basically.
Okay.
Right.
What did you roll?
2 successes.
This is okay.
All right, an
So-
18 and a 6.
2 successes will. That will basically eliminate this guy. You choke him out really quickly. Technically, he's in stealth. I'll allow it. But for the throw to actually stagger, that would probably be a difficulty of probably 3. You're welcome to change your roll in any way if you'd like. You can. I will allow you to add another momentum dice just for this time because I forgot to specify the difficulty.
I'll do that. Another success.
All right. Okay.
Because it's cleverly and stuff.
So you throw this almost limp body, basically towards the rest of them, and it does basically knock down 2 of them. There is one more that does get into the room. Those other ones will be standing up the next round. I will say, every round you do get access to basically a major action and movement. So do you want to move after doing that?
Are they blocking the door?
Not anymore.
Okay, Sab's going in.
Right. Okay. The next one is going to attack Joplin.
Don't probably go near the door to.
Come on,
Yeah, come on.
Don't, Joplin. It's okay.
Okay, that is 1 stress point on him for that. Then it's his turn. Okay. Wow. You would not be there to see this, but this one is. Yeah, you know what? You're not there to see it. You wouldn't see it. Okay. You would hear something from his pack. Just an electric whir. A bit of light coming from the room. And then he rushes out, moving towards the end. Just go down the rope.
Sab goes.
And before you reach there, you hear this bellowing scream, a shriek. It doesn't sound like it's coming from speakers. It sounds like it's people. Care to share with the rest of the party?
Oh,
What?
Looking through the sketchbook.
jump
I
through the
get
sketchbook.
surprised every time when melting Leo comes out.
That's fair. That is
jump
pretty
scare.
surprising.
Jump scare.
Been a few
No.
months.
Okay.
It sounds like dozens of people screaming at the top of their lungs at the same time, but it's much louder than what you might expect, even from a dozen people. Go ahead and roll a survive check, forcefully. Difficulty, partial difficulties. Technically, the main difficulty will be a 3 to completely survive this, but there's partial exceptions.
Okay, I'm using 2 momentum.
This is hey, what's the physical pain or the mental?
Resilience versus
Yeah.
resolve.
Resolve
Yeah.
is mental distress, and resilience is
It's
physical.
physical.
This is kind of both, so you could use either.
Okay.
Joplin has none of that.
He is neither. Yeah. Alright, so. And first away. Okay. Success. No success. But we're gonna use that good little wood point. There's another success. And
Stubborn.
oh, 2 successes. Okay.
2 successes total.
Yes.
Right. we will take a brief break, and we will return with Jacob Reed. What's going on with him? We'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back. I will address one last thing with Sab and Joplin. Were you guys wearing earmuffs or ear protection? You kind of talked.
Yeah,
And
I don't
kinda
think it
forgot about
ever.
that.
I don't think it ever actually happened,
Yeah.
which was the downfall.
All right, I will leave you all on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Sab, you were moving extremely fast towards the exit, ready to leave. And you just stop. Just paralyzed. Your muscles don't agree with your brain when you just tell them, go, leave, just move. And Joplin starts walking the other way. Away from you.
It says, do not pull a ratch.
It does what?
Do not bratch instead of bleach.
Oh.
I got a information for being in community parking.
Do not
on
bratch.
campus, and it said computer.
Funny typo here.
Commuter parking.
BLRA.
Commuter parking.
Do not bratch. Oh man.
That's what cats do if they play with the art for too long. They'll
Right.
eventually eat it. And if you're not careful, they can have it coming out both ends as one long strand at the same time.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful.
I
Can,
have dogs.
can we go back to talking about
Yeah,
the horrifying
let's-
monster?
let's
and
go
Yes,
back. Let's go
the
back.
other one.
Yeah.
Please. Let's go back to that.
Yes.
Can't handle that kind of horror.
Jacob Reed, the Raven of Argonica. You wake up in a hotel room. I do believe we already had this interaction last session. So what are you up to?
So he's in the room.
Yes.
All right. First thing he's gonna do. Is there a mirror in there?
Yeah.
It's a hotel room. Okay. Is there a bed with bed sheets?
Yes.
First thing he's gonna do is he's gonna take some bed sheets, rip them up, and wrap them around his foot where the sole got torn off his boot, so that to keep his foot a little warmer.
Yes. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a quick tinker check for that.
Great.
I don't think I'll allow an engineering focus for this.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a
Tinker
clothes
cleverly.
making focus, but
Try to do tinker cleverly.
yes, you can. This is fine. It won't last forever, but it's a temporary fix.
One success.
That's about as temporary as it'll be.
Yep.
It's all good.
Okay.
It's still covering your foot. You're not, completely exposed to.
All right. What he's going to do is he's going to take the mirror down off the wall. He's going to carry it over to the bed, put it under the blanket, and crack the mirror under the blanket to not make noise, but so he can create shards of glass.
Sure. Make another tinker check. Difficulty of 1 because you described it so well.
Tinker cleverly.
I don't know what you're doing with this, but
All right, success.
Yep.
All right.
Freaking
Are there
glass.
curtain rods or other things like sticks in the room?
There are curtain rods. Yes.
How many?
There's just one main one where the two curtains are. Actually, wait, no, there would be one probably in the bathroom as well. So two curtain rods.
All right. He's going to take them down, and he's going to use the curtain rods and the glass and bed sheets to make little spears.
Okay. Roll a tinker check for all of this engineering focus. This time I'll allow, and go ahead and this will be a difficulty of 3, but also partial successes if you roll it.
Tinker cleverly with engineering.
You have your tools with you. I'm
Well,
not sure if you would.
It
Your
depends.
workshop,
He'd have like his little
the desk
thing,
thing.
not his desk thing. He'd
Yeah.
use that at
Right.
home, but he'd have like his little like your small tools like a
Right,
screwdriver
yeah, yeah,
type
yeah.
things.
Right.
He'd carry those around with him, but like his larger stuff he wouldn't have with them.
Mhm.
But he'd probably have like his little like I don't know what the equivalent in this world would be, but like pliers, screwdriver,
Yeah.
hammer,
Swiss Army knife.
like Swiss
Right,
Army
the
knife type stuff.
small
Switzerland.
amount of things.
Yeah.
Island.
Hey, Switzerland isn't in Dishonored.
Yeah.
It's a Wagonian knife.
I don't know where that is.
It's weird. It's sort of Tibia, but sort of not. They have their own distinct culture that we know nothing about.
Fun.
So anyway,
Sounds like
one
a blank
success.
slate.
One success.
Yeah.
Okay. you managed to put together one very haphazard spear.
All right, and then he's going to. How many shards of glass are left?
It's a little hard because in handling them, you probably broke a couple. So I don't know. What are you looking for?
Make a little improvise. How big was this mirror?
It was basically just a half-sized, so you'd be able to see, chest upwards probably.
Okay, he's looking for something like make little makeshift knives. Like get a little
Yeah.
knife, wrap it with cloth.
What did you roll in the tinker check with the bed sheets and like
I
breaking
think
it
it was
originally?
one success.
Okay, it's probably just going to be one piece of glass that's left
Okay.
that you could actually use as a knife. There's
Okay.
several small, sharp ones, but not too many big ones that would be able to be handled as a knife.
Are they like tiny little sharps like this big?
Half as small. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. That's most of them.
What he's going to do is he's going to take a sheet, like a small square of sheet.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to wrap those in the sheet. The sheet's relatively thin, right?
Yes.
He's going to wrap them in the sheet,
Mhm.
and he's going to tie. Is there like a string or a rope or something in the room? Because he can make one out of more sheet if he wants. Or
There
curtain,
is-
the curtain ties.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, he's going to tie them there. He's making a little makeshift mace
Okay.
with glass shards in the head.
All right. Okay. You have that.
All right.
Wait, first roll a quick tinker check for that one. Perfect successes.
2 successes.
Okay. That is pretty well built.
All right. And he's going to check to see if his gear's on him. Is his crossbow still there?
Yes.
Is his grappling hook is there now again?
Everything is with you right now.
All right.
Nothing is missing.
And so, is there like a glass, like a drinking glass or something breakable, small like
Yeah,
that?
there are like small whiskey tumblers.
All right.
There.
He's going to take 2, and he's
Okay.
going to wrap them in little bits of cloth and
Okay.
put them in his bag so they don't clink together while he's walking with
Yep.
them.
Yep. Okay.
And then he's going to go out and look for Joplin and Sab. Like he's going to sneak out.
All right. Are you going up or
Oh,
down?
also, has the scream happened yet?
You don't know. You haven't heard it.
Okay. Like
Technically,
is it loud enough that he would hear it before he finds them, or
technically, it already happened, but
Oh, okay.
you were still unconscious during that point.
okay. So he's going to sneak out and try to sneak to where he knows Sab and Joplin were heading.
They were both heading. Okay, so Joplin was. You remember the plan of doing the grappling hook across from the basically to the window.
Mhm.
So he was originally up. That's where he was heading in the end. But in the end they were heading to the hotel. So you could go up, try to use your own grappling hook, get across, or you could go into the hotel from the lobby.
He's going to go up and try to use his grappling hook.
Okay. Go ahead and roll one sneak check to get to the top.
That is, let's see, move. 1 success.
Okay. Let me see what the squatters roll. That's a natural 1 and a 7.
Okay.
That is 3 successes. Which means that top floor. Thankfully, you guys cleared out the floor that you're on, or that you were on.
Mhm. Floors of the building.
It is 3 total.
Okay.
So you were on the second floor, I believe.
Mhm.
What did you roll on the sneak check?
1.
You know what? I'll add 1 to that because of the whiskey tumbler trick that you were doing.
Mhm.
That was pretty smart. So you would see. I'm trying to think about how to describe how you failed the stealth check. Maybe it was a creaky floorboard, or you just have a lot of equipment on you, and maybe just some of it clanked a little bit. But on the final floor, you would see 5 squatters all basically away from you. So you go up the stairs, and that's when the noise is made that alerts them. They all turn around and see you. Are you going to fight or do something else? If it's fight, it'll be initiative.
All right, he's like at the top of the stairs, right?
Yes.
He's going to like rush down the stairs really quickly and hide in the room again.
All right.
Like close the door
Um,
before they can like get to the edge of the hall and see
Yeah,
where he
okay. Roll a quick move check. Move quickly.
Can I apply stealth to this? Because he's trying to go in quietly without them knowing where he went while he's got them, like,
Yes.
before they reach the
Yeah, I'll
corner.
allow that. This is basically to see if anyone catches up with you first. Then there'll be a separate check just for hiding.
Okay, so can I use stealth for the running away?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Okay. Oh my goodness, my rolls are horrible tonight. Only one success. Use
Okay.
Different dice.
None of them catch up. That's good.
Okay.
Next, you have your hide roll. This will be. This is technically a contest against the squatters, so they'll be rolling again.
So I'll be moving quietly into the room and like trying to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Stealthily close the door behind me. That's 3 successes.
All right. I will let you know if you get any momentum off of that. What numbers did you roll?
5 and 4.
Okay. Yeah, you get 2 momentum off of that.
Great.
So you go into the room, close the door, and it seems they don't. You do hear one actually open the door. I'm just curious, where would you hide with that number? I mean, it passes, so they don't find you, but just where do you go?
What's the room layout of the room
Um,
exactly?
There's probably a pretty large wardrobe. There's a bed, nightstand,
The
curtains.
bathtub.
Yeah, the bathtub is actually pretty big. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. All right, hide in the bathtub. That seems to work. Okay. It seems they're still kind of ambling around on this floor, but they're no longer pursuing you.
Is there any in the room?
Actually, one of them left, closed the door, and he left.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was polite.
Zombies, folks.
Can I hear any on the hall?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna add momentum to that.
Mhm.
Study quietly, listening for anything going on. Wow. 1 success.
There's probably some out there.
Great.
At least on the floor. It doesn't sound like there's one immediately close to you, though.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly open the door.
All right.
Crack it open.
Move quietly. This will actually be. I'll say this is the whole check to get upstairs, if you want. You can divide it into other checks if you want.
Can I do one to open the door first using
sure.
Tinker?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To get a better perception of what's going on.
Yeah. Tinker quietly using stealth.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know how to invent things, which means I know how to close. Or open.
He's good with his hands.
Yeah. There you go.
He 1 success. All my dice are really going for high numbers tonight.
Should be
To
great.
open a door, and that's not a contest. 1 success is enough to open it quietly.
All right. Peek out. Is there anybody between me and the stairs?
Yes. Next
How many?
one. And they are moving around. They don't really stay in one place. They shuffle.
Mhm.
So you could wait.
Is he
a little bit.
facing me or facing away from me?
Right now he is technically facing you. He does
Right,
not
I'm
see
just-
you. It looks like.
I'm just going to back away into the room and wait to see if he passes the
All right.
door.
It's interesting. I don't think I'd apply a check to this, but if he does pass, are you going to move?
If he does pass, I'm going to try sneaking to the stairs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a move quietly stealth check.
There we go. 3 successes.
Okay, yeah, let's contest. Okay, there's 2 successes, so 1 momentum.
I'm gonna sneak up the stairs and
You do.
is there anything before he like just pops up over the stairs on the next floor? He's just gonna
Yeah, peek
up
around.
to see if there's anything on the
It
floor.
looks like there are 2 left. Looks like the rest went down the stairs in pursuit of you. So there's 2 left. This would not be a hard to sneak past. So go ahead and roll a move quietly if you intend to sneak.
All right, I'm gonna sneak past them. 2 more successes.
All right. They will roll. Yeah, you're good to go. No momentum on the belt.
All right. So I'm going to the place where we were gonna grapple across.
Yes. So you get to the roof. The cold meets you. It is hard to see anything. Give me a second. And you hear a shriek. Change my mind.
Right.
So you would hear whatever that thing was over there. Make a survive check.
Would it be lower difficulty because I'm further away and in a different building?
Yes.
All right.
Difficulty of 2 with partial successes.
All right. Survive forcefully.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use any of my momentum?
I'm using some of mine.
Okay.
Yes, do remember, you can use other people's momentum if you ask for it.
Here, I'm gonna use 2
Share.
momentum for this. Seriously, 1 success. I don't know what is going on. Okay.
Really? What numbers did you roll?
15, 19, 19 and 18. And 5.
Go to the void point.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my void point here. 2 successes.
Okay. You can feel that noise just almost like it's crawling into your mind, just trying to bounce off the walls of your head and just remain there forever. But you cover your ears and you look away and just kind of feel the blizzard a little bit. And that feeling goes away.
Sorry, this mine's occupied.
Not very.
All right. What are you doing now?
He's gonna try to grapple across.
Okay, roll a fight check. Archery.
All right, I am.
This is a difficulty of 4. I'm really sorry.
Oh,
Wait,
4.
no, 3. You've done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fight, and what would this be if I do it quietly?
Yeah.
Should I apply stealth to this because I'm trying to avoid alerting anything that's on the floor behind me?
Yeah. Wait, no, this is archery and just archery.
Oh yeah,
I'm
right,
sorry.
right. Okay. That's 1 failure. Okay.
You can try it again. This is not a permanent check.
All right. I'm gonna try again. Thing is, to get this, I need
Do you need
an 11 or less and a 1.
Do you need a momentum? Or
I
that
would,
any of my
I would
3?
probably recommend.
Yeah, that would momentum would be
I have
helpful.
3. Take as much as you.
All right, can I have 1 momentum, please?
You sure you only want 1?
Or maybe 2 here. Keep your die, and I'll just bark. Not these 2. Try these 2. All right. Yes, 3 successes.
All right. You take a deep breath. You think about the wind. You range that target accurately. And you fire off this grapple gun like you've done it 1,000 times, because you probably have.
Mhm.
And very quickly, it catches on the ledge.
All right.
So this is, because of the range, you are going to need to climb across it. This isn't like you can't use you can't swing across and then pull yourself up.
I can't swing across and climb up.
No. If
Okay.
you swung, you would faceplant in the snow.
Okay.
It is
Well-
this long, and you are only so high. So there's not enough.
How do I
room to swing.
attach it to this side so I can climb across?
What's that?
How did they attach it to the side? so I can
I basically just thought that there might be a mechanic to basically just
Okay.
attach the cable,
Okay.
and just attach it to anything around. I don't know if that would be tie. It would, yeah, maybe it would be like a cable loop that you
Okay.
could just attach
Okay.
to it and just put it on something.
All right.
That would be a tinker check to do though.
Alright.
Pretty easy, difficulty of 1.
All right. Gonna tinker doing that.
Just find something sturdy. Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, that's 2 successes.
Okay. Go ahead and take 1 momentum. You attach it quite firmly. This thing is good to go.
All right, gonna climb across now.
Okay. This is going to be a move. I will allow quietly.
Okay.
The same thing I did with Jacob. It's going to be 6 checks total. And
Can I use stealth while I'm doing this?
yes.
All right.
If
If not,
I will allow the style of quietly, but not the.
can I use
stealth focus.
acrobatics then?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Yes. Do you remember what we said the difficulty was? I believe
It
2.
was 2.
2.
Okay, that one's good. You just need
No,
2 more
you need a
successes and
momentum.
you got this thing.
All right. Do it again. 2 more successes.
Okay. Do it again.
All right. Two more successes.
All right, you got it. So, without a hitch, you climb across your own cable. You still have the grappling hook with you, though, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
If you want to reel this cable back,
he's
we can
gonna
probably
do
that
that.
later. Sab, you don't know how long you are. It's not quite unconscious, but just unable to move. But soon you see the face of Jacob Reed climbing
Well,
up and
you
right
don't
next
see the face because he has the mask.
Oh yeah, you see the
Map?
silhouette and form of someone you think is probably Jacob Reed. It's the Raven of Argonica, and he's right next to you. Jacob, you would see there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squatters. 2 of them are heading towards Sab immediately. And another 2 are just. They've pinned Joplin to the ground and are just wailing on him.
All right, Reed.
Bye-bye, John.
Reed is going to quickly tear off. He still has the sheet around his leg.
Yeah.
He's going to try to grab a little bit off the end that he tied, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try to rip a little bit off and stuff it in his ears first.
All right. Okay. Void point.
Okay. Just remember, I have
Mhm.
1. And then he's going to go and save Sab.
All right. What does save take the form as? What are you doing first? Attacking or
wait.
trying to get him back?
Where is...
He's actually
the ledge?
right next
What's
to the
the
ledge. He was just about there.
Okay.
Joplin is about 10 feet away from him. Like
How,
inwards towards the
how
hole.
high off the ground are we?
Right now, this is the 3rd floor, so we'll just say 30 feet.
All right. Explain, like, can I blink while carrying someone and
Yes.
take them with me?
Yeah.
Would it be possible to jump off the ledge and then blink right before I hit the ground to avoid hitting the ground?
So momentum does carry
Okay.
when you blink. So basically, if you jump at the last moment, it still carries the momentum.
Can I stand at the top and blink down?
Yes.
So that to reduce the momentum.
Yes, that's right. You can do that.
Yeah, I've tried the jump and blink strategy in the game.
I know.
Where-
It's like haha, I'm in a different place. You land at the same velocity in the other location.
He's
that you
going
blinked
to grab Sab,
It's like, why did I
pull him
die?
to the edge, and he's going to blink as far down as he can to go and land. on
Roll
stuff.
a quick. I will allow move, fight. Yeah, move or fight to actually get
fight.
Sab.
He's going to fight.
And I will allow brawling. This is brute strength.
Just so you remember. I
Alright.
mean, you wouldn't know this. Sab, Joplin's the one with the key card.
Yeah. He's going to he's going to do this boldly and just
Yep.
use his flash
Also,
and
you
style.
know, for letting him die. but also the key card.
Mostly how benefits me, but also morals.
All right. This is the moral thing to do. 3 successes.
All right, go ahead and get 2 momentum for that.
All
Sad, make a quick another survive check. This time difficulty of 1. As you feel, basically your mind is just completely occupied with this noise. Your ears are ringing, and then you feel something. A hand on your shoulder. Pretty bold, forceful hand on your shoulder.
That's of course.
You
It's
need to
something.
phone silent presence.
One more. And because I'm tired of this, I'm just gonna use this void point. Go again. Okay, there we go. Critical success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get 1 momentum.
You use momentum.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. As Jacob Reed starts to drag you back, you gain control of your body once again,
Right.
and
That-
slowly, quickly take in the events transpiring around you.
Sab puts in the cotton thing
Yep.
back into his ears. Pretty just he doesn't want to hear anything right now.
It's fair.
Puts that in. Taps basically just taps the raven to let him know that he's up. Ready to go.
Well, the Raven doesn't really have his arm on his shoulder. I'm thinking he more has his arm around like his neck,
Okay.
like
Okay.
not like in a choking way, but just like in a pull him back kind of
Okay,
way.
just
Yeah. No. I see that.
like
Like,
the tap
like
out.
around the chest, like
Yeah, around the
hold
chest.
on. Yeah.
All right,
And just
Sab
fall.
does like the tap out like against his arm. Like, hey.
Roll a. You rolled a 3 on that fight check, right?
Mhm.
Contest that,
I mean,
because you are fully intending to pull this man off.
oh no,
right?
Well, wait, Sab just. Oh, it's before they blink.
Spencer,
Well, he's
what
not.
he was saying is just that he's trying to let him know that he's back to himself
Yeah,
again.
he's like. Saying,
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I'm up.
trying to like resist and pull out.
Because he pulls out the thing and then he just.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Or, hey, we're going for a ride, and then he
what?
blinks out the window. Or yeah,
So I believe. Would you get hurt if you fell 15 feet? Yeah.
into snow.
Probably.
Not
Into snow.
Into snow,
much,
just a little
but
bit.
yes.
So go ahead and take 1 stress point.
Can we do
Both of
survive
you.
check to see if we take the damage?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use momentum with that.
I
Survive.
didn't realize anything like this feeling
Hopefully, I guess. Oh, thank goodness I got 2.
2 successes.
I will not give you momentum for this because this is like a. I just don't want it. All right, no damage. You roll, transfer the momentum, and successfully both land.
What
You
happened?
have. Sab points at the ear and takes one out, like a little bit. Does the same.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Are you okay? What happened?
Oh, okay, so we're in there. We heard a scream, and then I was out for a while. You need to get back and get the key card. It's on Jocelyn's body. Do you have an elixir on you?
Yeah.
Use it.
All right. Here you go.
It's just a drink. I don't think
Yeah.
you can inject it.
Oh yeah. So.
Unlike
I always just imagine it's a stab.
It's not void feed. Yeah,
So
everyone's
drinks
like.
in.
I
Um,
wish it was.
It's definitely not the best way to.
just- I think
Well,
it's
that
just
was a lot better than
two.
Void Fiend.
It's just
and it's
because
the hat because you
Yes.
can't repair his body.
That's right. So 2 stress points.
Sorry. Okay. Seb puts in the thing.
The rope is still attached
Yeah.
to the window.
Yeah, Seb just we can use the rope.
Oh yeah. I'll go first.
All right. All in.
I'll go first.
Yep,
And so Reed's
okay.
gonna start climbing up the rope very slowly.
All right.
Okay.
Sab climbs behind him as like expecting him kind of to fall and to grab him, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for that.
Yes.
where you want Jocelyn dead.
Good.
Yes, probably.
Can I do swiftly?
Reed
I don't know if he's
Reed is going
trying to be
slowly.
fast.
Reed is going slowly as
Okay.
possible.
Who's going first?
Reed.
Yep. Stealth.
Move stealthily. And quietly.
All right.
Oh no, he rolled a complication and a critical success.
Okay. Sab. Should I tell Sabs?
No.
Okay.
So Jacob Reed, you are climbing up. and you start to hear the rope snap. Sab is still a decent ways down, but you quickly climb up to the top as the rope breaks. Sab, you fall, I don't know, 10 feet. You're fine, but you're on the ground right now.
So what do I see in there?
You see the squatters have left Joplin. He is now just on the ground.
Is he alive?
You can't tell from here.
He's going to.
There is blood. And a
He's
lot
going
of it right
to-
next to him.
He's going to go very carefully. Say, "Hey, are you all right?"
He is. You're okay. So the squatters are still there. They're just not,
Oh,
around him. So, what'd you roll on that check? It was just one success.
A critical success.
Okay. I will say none of the squatters noticed you immediately.
He's going to pull out. Like, can he see the downstairs from where he is? Like,
No, you're gonna have to go way down the hall to get downstairs.
I'm just seeing if I pulled one of the tumblers out
Mhm.
and tossed it like around the corner,
Mhm.
could I get them all to run that way and leave Joplin?
I won't tell you if that's successful,
Okay.
but you can certainly try.
Okay. Are there rooms nearby that I could like quickly try to drag him into and shut the door?
Yes. Well, okay. The rooms here are locked
Okay.
in this hotel. I don't know why, difference of management, but the Rupture Hotel is open. These are not. These are all locked. But there is the room that the key card was originally in that does have the door kicked down. There's a bathroom in there, probably,
With the bathtub?
with a bathtub. Yeah,
Oh, I have an idea.
You're gonna bathe?
it's about
No,
time.
I don't do that this time of year.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, he's going to throw the tumbler down the hall.
All right.
Try to distract them.
Roll this is just a difficulty of 1. Fight check.
All right.
Brawling, I think, because it's using I don't know
An
what.
improvised weapon.
Yeah, Dishonored says that strength applies to this, so
Can I apply cleverly to this? Because I'm being super smart.
yeah. You can.
All right. That will be
I mean, oh
2 successes.
that's Jake.
All right. Go ahead and take that 1 momentum.
Great.
The glass shatters. You throw it plenty of distance away. And they start moving right towards that noise. And the hallway is almost completely free. You're still going to have to roll a stealth check, but it'll just be a difficulty of 1.
Right. He's going to run, sneak over and try to like grab Joplin and start dragging him into that open room.
Okay. Give me just a second. Did you roll a stealth check? With
No.
the difficulty of 1?
Not yet.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
All right. 2 successes.
All right, go ahead and take 1 momentum.
All right. He's gonna pull him into the bathroom and like put him in the bathtub.
Okay. As you approach Joplin, it looks like his face is. It was purple at one point, and then it became red. Basically, he was just bruised in the face so much that he's lost teeth. Blood is just spilling out of his mouth. And as you touch him, he just coughs. It just says, I need to get Terrence. He's there. I need to get him. I just need to go.
Just a minute. We need to get into a hiding place. He's gonna start dragging him.
He's not resisting. He has no strength left.
Right. He's
But
gonna pull him into the bathroom. The bathroom is separate
check
in
for
the
that.
room, so I can close the door, right?
You can.
He's gonna close the door. He's gonna lean him up against the bathtub. He's gonna look at his hands and like, where are his hands?
I mean, they're there.
Okay.
He still has them.
He's gonna hold his hands.
He looks up to you, an inch away from death. Just wild eyes.
Look, last vestiges of the Empire.
You think I'm in this for the Empire?
Your protector. You help them, whether you intend to or not. And with that, he's going to pull out the glass sharp knife that he made, and he's going to stab him.
All right. Okay. You can roll a fight check, just cause.
Yeah, he's going to stab him in the throat.
Okay.
All right, he's going to fight boldly.
And this will. Well, go ahead and roll it. Yeah.
So, 1 success.
That's all you needed. You slit his throat. The bath is filled with blood.
Nighty-night, Joppy.
All right.
And he's going to search him for the pass.
You find it.
He's going to take it, and then he's going to... Basically, he's going to hide the knife under the bed in the room.
All right.
And then he's going to also ditch his mace and spear thing that he made.
Okay.
Ditch those underneath the bed as well. And then he's going to go back out and go back to the hall.
All right. Make another sneak check. Difficulty of 1. I am taking 2 chaos for that action.
Move quietly, stop. I'm using momentum. 3 successes.
He's a murderer. Whoa.
You said 3 successes?
Yep.
Did you use momentum?
Yep.
Okay. So
You're the only one saying pretext of maybe knowing. Just keep that in mind.
I'm just saying, if Anton randomly draws Jacob Reed at some point and gets like, oh, by the way, he murdered Joplin. What?
you get out. There is no rope anymore, so how are you getting down?
Same way I did
All right.
before.
Spend your mana.
Yep.
You pull it off.
All right.
Tab is right there. We will take a brief break before we return to our folks at the Museum of Arcane Persecution. All right. welcome back. So we're actually going to pick up with Jacob Reed and Sebastian Greylots.
So Reed's gonna land on the
Basically, hotel.
ground, I guess, next to Sebastian.
Um,
Blood on his hands.
that is
Well, he made sure to like hide the evidence. I assume that was part of
Blood
it.
under the nails.
Well, he
I'm
was
gonna
wearing
roll a
gloves.
dice. That's gonna decide how much blood is on you. I
Well,
know,
Makes sense. There's blood on me because I dragged the bleeding guy into a bathtub.
right? So okay, there is.
To murder him.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of blood on him.
Also, it's a shard of glass, so it probably wouldn't be a clean cut when he cut his throat.
Right.
So it probably looked like there was a bit of tearing.
Yeah. You were talking to him, right, when he was dying. There would be a fair amount of blood on your face as well.
Mm-hmm. Or on my mask.
Oh yeah, well on the mask, yeah.
Arterial spray. Gotta
Right,
love it.
so
Great
he's
patterns.
gonna get down there with Sab. I was too late. He was bleeding out.
What?
He's gonna pull. There were a bunch of them around him.
Speak towards the microphone.
What?
A bunch of them around him. By the time I got there, he'd already had his throat torn a bit. He was bleeding out. I dragged him into the room that you guys apparently kicked down the door. That explains how they found you. And then dragged him in there. He was dying, and I don't know. He gave me this, and he pulls out the pass right before he died.
Okay. So,
Roll a deception check.
I'm going to add 2 momentum to that.
Oh gosh.
study cleverly.
He's going to
Or
talk boldly.
cleverly. And Sab's
Intuition.
This is a bold-faced lie, so he's going to do it boldly. Yeah.
He is with blood on him.
All right, that's 3 successes.
Sab doesn't get it.
Oh man.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let's get back. Where were we rendezvousing? We were rendezvousing at.
Technically back at the warehouse. Go ahead and.
Are we able to get in there without Joplin?
It's a good question. I can't tell
You
you.
can
All
always
right,
walk
let's
through
head
the
back.
wall of light and see.
I guess we will.
Chance you vaporize, but
Can we get in there in the warehouse without Joplin?
And there was a wall of light?
Yes. Right next to the warehouse, the main entrance.
Probably not.
Do we need to get his thing?
I don't know if we'd be able to use it. I mean, I wouldn't know how it works. We could go to the one museum, catch up with everyone there,
That's probably a better idea.
probably.
I will say that if you guys move there, all the stuff that they're doing is simultaneous to what you all did.
Yeah.
So it would probably be meeting them after they get their business done there.
So we just do our sneaky business there.
All right. Go ahead and roll 2 sneak
Sab
checks.
also taps.
If you see any
Automatons. If you see any automatons, point them out because they can carry stuff. And I think if we just attack them, I don't think we need to pay.
Reed's actually going to take one of the cotton things out of his ears so he can be aware of his surroundings.
Yeah,
And
you guys are leaving the area
Yeah.
of the hotel. Right now,
Yeah,
so-
he's just going to be at the ready so that if he sees that anything spots him, he's just going to plug it back in really quick before they have a chance to
Alright.
shriek.
Sab's probably gonna
Sounds
do
good.
the same thing.
All right.
Sneaky sneak.
No, Sab's horrible at it.
3 successes.
Quietly. Oh, I got a success. Yay.
Was that?
I got a success.
Okay. You were not spotted. You all make your way to the museum of arcane persecution. We're gonna have to pause here. This is as far as we can go right now. So I guess we'll take another stream break and be back in a bit once everyone is here. All right. And we are back. So we are going to resume with the B team. Or the A team, I don't know. Oh, you guys were technically the A team, since you're the faces.
Technically the A-team.
So it is LG, it is Gray, it is Heisel, and it is Anton.
And Wayne.
Oh yeah, Wayne's going with you guys. Good.
Wayne.
So many NPCs, man. You guys really should have taken another person. They're like, well, we're not
Well-
good at combat.
Maybe not. The one person they did take got killed.
Which maybe if there's another person around, it wouldn't have happened.
We're not
Don't
blaming
judge
him.
me.
I'm
We're
not
not
judging you, I'm
blaming
judging him.
We're blaming
hey,
the murderer.
he's the
for
one. He's the
murder.
one that knocked me out and left me for dead.
After you started trying to
You
like,
kicked them in the balls, man.
Because he was
You
killing
don't do
people.
that.
He
You
was
should
killing
know.
people.
so you killed him.
Yeah. It's
Doesn't make
fair.
sense.
The irony.
He's a murderer. That's what you do to murderers.
You murder them.
Exactly.
He killed them in self-defense.
All right.
I killed them in
So
other
Hey,
defense.
hey, wait, guys, let's save this for the in-character debates on
Okay,
morality.
okay.
I love that stuff. I eat it up
Okay.
like hotcakes. Okay. So, 18. I hate that's you guys. You start making your way towards the Museum of Arcane Persecution, and I'm not going to make you roll a sneak check because there aren't any around, any squatters. There are, in fact, corpses around of squatters.
Oh,
Dozens, and soon hundreds of them.
can I look around and see if I can, especially around the clock tower, see if I can catch any sighting of anyone?
So right now you are about,
Too far away?
yeah,
Okay.
you.
Approximately too far away.
That's actually how the Dishonored range. You know how like D&D is like, yeah, we're sticking to the Imperial system, and people in other countries are like, why?
Yeah.
Dishonored said, screw that. Range is expressed in near, or far. That's it. Seriously, look
Close?
up weapon
No.
range. Yeah.
Oh well.
That's right. That's the range that I express with firearms. There's very near, there's near, there's like mid range, and then there's like far and extremely far. Okay,
At some point during the walk over,
it's extremely far right now.
I'd love to fall into step next to Gray, preferably out of ear or hearing of Anton.
Okay.
Anton would like to be in hearing of this, but he's not going to go closer.
Okay.
Just
Um,
kidding. He doesn't know what you're trying to do.
If he did, he'd stay out of your range.
Well, yeah. That's part of why it's a joke.
As you approach Gray, he tips his hat a little bit. How can I help you, Lady Augur?
Well, just got a bit of a favor to ask of you.
Okay.
You remember what we were talking about with the broker earlier? Trying to lure him out to use the music box.
Right.
It makes sense for me to be the one to do it. For all hell. A couple of the others have very compelling reasons not to.
Hmm.
But if Anton heard that, I'm pretty sure the broker heard
Wait,
it.
have I marked?
What?
What have I marked?
Well, Anton is, Wayne is.
Huh.
Reed is. Sap used to be.
Fair enough.
Pretty much everyone else.
Huh.
But if I'm going to use it and the broker knows about it, it's very possible he'll try and take me out before I can.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't intend to go easily or quietly. If it's at all possible, I'm going to start turning that thing the second I hear him. But if for whatever reason I'm not able to do that, can you stay close? They're going to need that thing going as soon as possible.
Of course. I mean, I am your bodyguard, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Well, kind of.
I thought you chose to travel with us.
Well, I did, but still an enforcer.
Did Canterbury put you up to it?
No, this was just me.
Thanks, great.
Of course. I wanted to see a bit more of Pendicia, and you all seemed very well traveled and fine company to travel with.
She's gonna kind of smile and gesture around.
Pretty scenic, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like it before, so
Would you come back?
no.
How I felt about most of Pendicia.
What's that?
That's how I felt about most of Pendicia.
Really?
Even before the zombies. But I'm sure there's nice parts too.
I'm sure there are. I mean, the river was quite nice when we visited it. Aside from
Right.
Hmm.
Anyway, just stay close. If I can't use them, use the books. Use it your sail. Got it?
of course.
Great.
Was that accent Irish? I'm not sure.
Kind of. Little Lucky Charms.
I don't know. Yeah, it was getting Lucky Charms.
It sounds like
Of
I do
course.
after I eat Lucky Charms.
Of course it is. Yeah.
It's probably closer to Irish than mine is.
Weasel.
Hoyle's
Hoysel
code.
Yeah. Isn't Hoysel code? Yeah, there it is. Okay.
That reminded me of Gomer, which is an
I'm
Irish
gonna
accent,
cheat.
so
He said it's like Scots Irish, which
fair enough.
they're close.
Whatever you can pull off, right?
All right. You all are getting closer and closer until you hear a crack and just a splotch of snow just right in front of you as a bullet hits right in front of you.
Stay still, and I'm gonna look for where the shot came from.
It is not hard. I won't make you roll for this unless you want to. Do you want momentum?
Well, yes.
Second one.
What if I fail it?
Watch you fail it.
Don't say that. I'm going to now.
Maybe I'll also make a check. Or I can help.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I do have focus on that. What's the style for that? I can use carefully or cleverly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what I'll say.
2.
Cleverly goes for general perception checks. Carefully goes for looking for a specific thing. Kind of like perception versus investigation, I think. Did you roll two?
Yeah.
Okay. What momentum?
Beautiful.
Yes. It is. It's the operator in the steeple
How far is he?
bar. I can't keep doing that. I'm sorry.
Is he here? No. Okay.
I'm going to look up at him, and I'm just gonna wave.
He's all right. Yeah, the operator is 100 yards away. What the
Whether
heck
he-
is a kilometer?
Whether he was 100 or 50 or 2, I'm waving.
Okay. Wayne just turns to you and says, "Huh. Haven't exactly tried that before." Fair enough.
Well, he probably just needs to know we're not here to kill him or something.
He waves as well. I forgive you for shooting me.
Do you think he'd actually be able to hear it?
What me say then?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right, well, it's a start.
Is he in visible range that I could see whether or not he's wearing a mask?
No,
Oh, you
not
know
yet.
what? This is the start of a scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend momentum to get a detail about a situation or a character. What would I know about either this Tibian operator or Tibian operators? That would be helpful.
There's so much stuff. You would actually probably have heard something from Mikhail. And you are also an avid listener to the Tears of the Constant Sea.
Of course.
Operators are the boogeymen of Tibia.
Ah.
They are deadly. When operators are around, people disappear and are never seen again. That is the reputation that they have. That being said, you also know that Tibia is having a civil war right now, and the operators are divided. So some of
So
them
don't
are
get into
for a
politics.
better society that doesn't have a secret police that hauls people off, and others are still for it,
Okay.
even though they are still a secret police.
We're going to hope that he's not one of the ones that wants secret police.
It is. I feel like they try to make it more nuanced, but it's Soviet Russia. There's even the whole thing that the secretary is like the head of the country.
I'd
They-
like to step up to the front of the group.
Okay.
And I'd like to, with both hands raised, take 2 very slow steps forward while watching this operator.
You see a movement, but you can't distinguish exactly what it is from the individual.
I'm going to stand up there and watch for a minute. Let him get used to that. I'm going to take 2 more very careful steps forward.
Nothing happens.
Is it alright if I come up there?
The operator just watches.
I'm just gonna assume, unless you try to shoot me, that it's gonna be a no. Yes. And I'm gonna start, like, very carefully taking a few more steps forwards.
Nothing happens.
Hope it's alright if the rest of my friends come too.
No response.
And I'm gonna turn back and say, proceed carefully.
LG just said, getting shot. It's kind of the last way I thought I'd get to die here, but
LG, I'll stand firm. Don't worry about that. Just
I'm just
be-
messing with you. Come on, just keep going.
Alright. And I'm gonna keep taking cautious but more steady steps towards the area where he's at.
All right. So the Museum of Arcane Persecution is set up as a reproduction abbey, or an abbey chapel. So that's why it has a steeple at the top.
I've actually been in those before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, remember?
Oh,
That's right,
yeah.
on the torque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So at the top there is indeed a steeple that the operator is at right now, or prima donna, as
Okay.
Joplin called him.
Head into the entrance. Rip Joplin.
Sorry. Forgot Joplin was dead. Didn't mean to laugh.
How you deal with stress sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so I'm heading for the entrance, and I'm hoping everyone else is still in tow. And I'm keeping an eye on where Gray is in relation to me, just as a sort of side thing.
All right. Gray's not attached to your hip, or what's the saying?
I touched at the hip, you're right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But he's keeping close to you.
Nice, good. Is the entrance locked, barred, anything like that, or is it good to go?
You open it, and nothing happens. As you see into the building, it looks like it's still in pretty good condition. It doesn't look like, anyone has raided this place and stolen everything in it. Go ahead and roll a quick perception check.
General?
General.
Would that apply to anyone else? Could other people make?
I will say only one person gets to make it, but everybody can assist.
I'll assist.
I will, to make things a bit balanced, my NPCs will not assist. I'll allow one of them. Pick your favorite.
Yeah,
Which
I
NPC do
don't
you
have a
want?
favorite.
No, pick whichever one you want to assist.
Really?
I don't know.
Your choice.
Throwing out a name.
Okay, well, he says Wayne, so.
All right, good choice. Best choice, actually.
Really?
I
Good
was right.
job.
My intuition was correct.
Intuition.
Yes, he rolled in that one.
Okay.
My
That would make it
intuition
4
was wrong.
successes.
All right.
I have an IRL intuition focus of 5.
So this is Heisel. You are probably. Oh,
You okay?
yeah. Sorry. Okay. Now.
He's getting injured left and right here today.
Yeah. Oh, my knee. Okay. Heisel, you are immediately taken aback by all the stuff that is in here. It's a very well-kept museum with a bunch of very interesting-looking things in it. Like a chapel, it is all one big room. There is a second level, however. Basically a railing all around. No pews in it. All pretty much walking areas with a couple display cases and that sort of thing. This is probably going to be pretty interesting to you. And then Wayne says, I think it might be best to maybe take a look to see if this guy has booby-trapped anything. He's hunkered down in here for a while. I would probably lock the doors if I didn't have traps.
Want to take care of that?
Sure. And with that perception check, he would look down immediately and see a tripwire immediately on the front door. Don't step on it. That's a bad idea.
Good intuition.
So I'm gonna very gingerly step over it.
It's a spring razor.
You gotta roll an acrobatics check to get over the wire.
It's just
No,
a wire.
it's
you
one
just
step.
Step.
Yep. And he would actually say, "Don't step over right there." There's like a second. It looks to be some kind of pressure plate, almost something small. And he would step over. I see some wires there, and there.
Right. You're head of the group now. Lead the way. I want to see everything.
Okay.
So,
enough.
bit of a circuit
All right.
would be great. Hopefully he'll come down to us. If not, we'll make it to him in time. But there might be something useful in here.
All right. So at the very basically beginning of the exhibit, you would see basically a history of the Abbey of the Everyman, a bunch of historical information that I won't bore you with. A couple displays, you would see the uniform of a warfare overseer from their last years. You would see the uniform of a member of the oracular order with the headband and mace. You would see kind of as the apex of this exhibit what looks to be a regular overseer saber, but much, much more intricate, gilded with gold. And there's a plaque in front of it that says that it was used by the Abbey of the Everyman to kill the outsider, resulting in the Void Crisis.
Why even need
Roll
to
a
roll
void. Roll a void or check hidden difficulties.
hidden difficulties? Okay.
It's wrong.
And
You
I feel like I ought
totally
to
went
know
out successful.
yeah, easy.
What'd you roll?
3 successes.
Get 2 momentum. This is a lie. This is not true. Roll a religion check.
Religion check.
Difficulty of 3.
Ain't no way. Oh, I guess I'll use a yeah, I'll use a momentum. Well, it's cleverly, so
What'd you roll?
yeah. 3
3 successes.
successes. Why is it the critical?
So the plaque is talking about the downfall of the overseers, and that basically they were divided in deciding whether to kill the outsider or not. And when they actually did, it drove them all insane, and they dissolved and were hunted down by the Empire. That last part is true. They were hunted down by the Empire. They did some weird stuff.
The rest of it, on the other hand,
This is a it is a ritual saber, but not for the kind of ritual they're describing. This is the part of a formal uniform of an overseer that would be used in circumstances such as parades or weddings. It is literally just a formal sword.
So Heisel takes one look at that, kind of scoffs a little quietly, and then keeps walking.
Would we notice the scoff? Just
Probably.
It's up to you.
I have no purpose for you not.
it's just interesting.
Also, quick note: overseer's uniform does not contain firearms or grenades. They're
Good.
it's
Well-
just let me let you know. Working on a firearms museum, we don't store loaded weaponry, so don't ask for it.
And I
Or
put a
live
live
grenades.
grenade right there where any child could touch it. That's so convenient.
We did actually call them the bomb squad one time.
Oh boy.
There was an old cannon.
Toby turn boy.
What did I default to?
Razzle dazzle.
Bomb.
Bomb.
Oh no!
Okay. Good. Yes, you would hear the scoff. Let's see.
This was how did I get into this precarious situation?
And there would be plaques of the 7 strictures and a couple of books of overseer works, sort of. You would see the next exhibit you would kind of see is just titled "The Cults of Old," and it's basically talking about pre-downfall cults. So basically cults that were around when the Abbey was, basically the persecuted ones. The exhibit begins with a description of the rootless, which are it's a term used to describe any old cult that was very disorganized, mostly, one or two people constructing an outsider shrine in their home, that kind of thing. Just completely unorganized religion that was
Any
pretty popular.
examples of outsider shrines?
I was gonna get to that. Yes, there actually is. That's actually later.
Oh, okay.
There's an exhibit just on the outside. It is technically, I will go ahead and spoil it, at the very apex of the chapel where
Well,
the podium would be.
Shh.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
me
All
updated.
right.
Tell me when we get there.
Okay,
I'll
you-
take care of
We
it.
get there
I'm
when we
sorry.
get there. Okay.
I don't mean to spoil anything.
All right. You would see, and it just says that it was hunted and persecuted by the Abbey, and lists a few random names of individuals, none that you would recognize. Well, maybe you would with how well you read, but none that are important. That is. You would see some information on the Eyeless Gang, which was very common in Serkonos and especially in Karnaka, linked to a much older outsider cult. And there is one display case for them that is just labeled Black Bone Charm taken from the body of or seized by the Grand Guard in 1838.
Is that available?
It is not in the case. You would see basically the velvet that would be holding that. Just, it has the mark of a black bone charm on it, but it is not there.
Well, that was the operator. He's got good taste.
Spoiler alert, yes it was. That is the one thing that they
Keep
offer.
spoiling things tonight.
I know, I'm in a weird spoilery mood. Okay, the next thing you would see, which actually has a lot of information on it, is labeled the University of Old Lampro. And this one tries to talk about the language that it uses to describe it is much more leaning on the university side than a cult. It described it as just a university completely dedicated to studying the void, understanding it, and using it. Before it was burned down by an army of hundreds of overseers. With that one, there is a little display on the who is labeled as the president of the. I don't know if president would be the right term for this era of universities. It might honestly be labeled Grand Professor Giles Axfin. It has a pair of leather gauntlets that were said to belong to him.
Ooh, can I steal his leather gauntlets?
This kind of gives me the same vibe as the Tubby and Soak pajamas a little bit.
A little bit. I'm just gonna show up and like Lysander's gonna be there and I'm gonna be like wearing his coat. And Giles or whoever, like Atlee maybe, is gonna recognize the gauntlets and he's gonna be like, what? Why are you wearing? Take those off.
You just gotta show up at the end, the final scene, wearing everything you've stolen.
Yeah.
Arena sort of
What are you wearing? This is my butt kicking outfit.
Including the Soak pajamas.
Oh, I'm sorry, my coat got in the way. The one that I stole from you.
It's like in video games where like the most outrageous outfit has the best stat bonuses, so you wear it anyways.
Well, I'm kind of like hoping for a stab bonus from the gloves, but
Yeah.
otherwise, it's just fun to have stolen something.
If you want to steal them, there's a lock on it. You could try and shatter the case if you want.
There's nothing around, right?
No.
Am I sure there's nothing around, or do I just think there's probably nothing around?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll help you.
I should ask that before I summon a ton of void zombies. Okay. 2 successes.
3 or 4.
Oh,
Yeah, doesn't look like anyone is around.
cool. Am I gonna use to shatter it?
What do you have on you?
Not much.
My grenade's a bad idea.
It really is.
Does anyone else have a melee weapon on them?
Gray has a shotgun.
Actually, wait.
Pistol.
That
revolver.
one sword, was that
The ritual sword?
behind,
It's in a case.
is that one locked?
Yeah.
Oh. Because that
I know museum protocol,
I'll
people.
unlock
You
this
locked
one.
up.
Smash the game.
Well, listen, if it was just out in the open, it would have been a funny tool. Hey, Gray.
Hmm?
Would you mind just, and I'm gonna gesture to the glass if Anton had been expressing interest.
Yeah, you were like
Yeah,
checking out like
hearing. Very obviously, like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that was I would heard that.
Would you mind, the glass?
I want to steal the
What
gloves.
about it?
Would you be able to shatter it for us?
I want to steal the
Oh,
gloves.
yes, of course. He rushes up and yeah, it shatters immediately. He crashes it.
Can
And
you
an
describe
alarm goes off.
Well, I guess I should have expected that.
You just hear basically just an audio alarm of a speaker inside this building. It's pretty loud. And it's just still going off.
Sorry.
Any idea where that would be controlled from? Anyone?
Like changing out the gloves
Oh geez.
to
I
wear
don't
these.
know.
Okay, what do I see around us? Is there any
Make another
side
perception
room?
check.
Mm-hmm.
What was the guy's name?
Who?
The guy who's
Giles
gloves.
Saxton.
Oh.
Carefully or cleverly?
Cleverly.
Beautiful. It's clever. Well, that one. Well, that was a. I hate to say it. 3 successes.
Okay. You're scanning up and down until you see what looks to be some sort of control box at basically the second level of this chapel.
How do
right
I get
next
there
to
from
a
here?
door to the steeple. You don't need to, because you see a figure dressed in all black. Basically, open it up and hit a button, and the alarm stops.
Sorry about that.
Appreciate it.
Is the figure wearing a mask? Bane of my existence.
It's almost like this is a game system where that's like extremely common or something.
I know. So having a power that relies on seeing someone's face is uniquely difficult in this universe.
Give me a
All I
second.
need to
I have a
do is
reference.
see your face.
Oh, okay.
Everyone already wearing a mask.
Let's see what is it?
Wow, I know if Jacob Reed and the Raven of Argonica were the same person. Oh, I could draw the No. That doesn't work.
Come on. Please turn it up.
Well, he admitted it pretty easily when he was asked.
Well, yeah.
He was like,
Yes.
"Wow, how
The
did you
initial-
know?"
The initial thing, I was legitimately like, I'm so annoyed that I cannot draw this man.
They just look to be wearing winter garb with the clothes. Looks like a really, really high quality winter coat. Almost like this person is from a country that is in winter most of the time. And then a pretty distinct mask. I will go ahead and send it into the chat. Take the there's one alteration that I guess this is character art technically. Or, wait, no. Is it? Is this where I put the
Character
NPC
or
portraits?
references?
It's references. Is that where I put NPC portraits?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, it's not right here. Okay. Let me just copy and paste that. Just let me copy
I
it.
feel like we need some like elevator music going on here.
Okay, it's a cool mask, so I want to send it. Okay.
Music.
Send it. Take away the tubing on it.
Holy moly.
Oh.
Yep.
Man, this thing, that's one of those masks. Wow. That's a freaky one.
I saw that and I'm like, that's not an NPC.
Yeah, that's the second situation that I'm like, I'm glad I'm not in that situation because that would trigger some fears that I have and Anton doesn't.
You have like a string.
You have a thing against masks? Are they terrifying?
Sometimes they hit that level of uncanny that mannequins do.
Yeah, I see
That's one of them.
that. Yep. There you
So
go.
in real life, that would freak me out. Not so much like if a person was wearing it, it'd just be, oh, that person's freaky. But like, it'd be the sort of thing I would not put on a mask like.
Have you seen The Empty Child, Doctor Who episode? My
Yes.
favorite one. Oh,
Terrifying.
oh, I love it. It's
Really
great.
good though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nanomachine
Freaked me out
Sun.
as a kid.
Freaked
Okay.
me out as an
Such a
adult.
fun one. And then like
Again, playing on those
spoilers.
fears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great ending too.
I want to get you like a weird, like creepy old China doll sometime. Every time I go to the antique store, I think that when I see them, I'm like, oh, Levi would hate this one. I should get it for him.
Japan has a ceremony where they burn old dolls that no one plays with anymore to keep them from developing evil spirits from being
Yes.
neglected.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the way to do it. Burn your old
Hey, man,
dolls.
wanna
so they
come to
don't
my doll
develop
burning?
Measles. I would go to the ceremony. I'd be like, yes, this is it. This is the thing. We need to all be doing
But
this.
can you just imagine the face of a
Out
doll
of the
melting, just looking
On
deep
fire,
into your
coming
soul?
at you.
Yes, because I've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
A
to see that.
uniquely terrifying intro to the entire Chocolate Factory. I don't
That's
know.
a good point. I forgot that was in that. Why?
I think it was Tim Burton. He just goes a little too hard on things.
I want to scare those
sometimes.
kids.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, what if we burnt dolls?
Anyway, the operator shows
Yes.
up.
And the operator is just looking down on you all.
How tall is he?
Very. Probably like 6'8".
Yeah.
Dang.
I appreciate you not shooting us out there. Seems like you did pretty good work with the, I don't even know what to call them, the sweaters? Is what Joplin say?
Do you need the mask to, like, breathe or something? Or could you take it off so we can introduce ourselves properly? Okay, I guess you don't talk. That's fine.
It's
But you could still take off the mask, and that would kind of also be an answer to that. If you don't take it off, I'm going to assume you needed to breathe. Okay. He needs it to breathe.
People just kind of like masks around here.
So you can talk, and you
No,
just-
that was,
Yeah, that was Wayne.
Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, maybe people need to quit wearing so many masks. It'd be more convenient if they...
It's probably been a couple of months since you've seen a friendly face, right?
It'd be a lot easier to figure out why you're not talking if you took off the mask, but I understand you need it to breathe, so...
The operator is just holding his rifle. Looks to be pretty intricate.
Listen, you want to get out of here, right?
like flirting for no reason.
You want to get out of here?
Get out of here.
Not this again.
Make up
doing
a
so
thing up and
well.
down a
It's
flirtation.
doing so
We were doing so well at not pairing Hazel up with every single male we interact with.
You do have to go.
We don't know this is a man.
Yeah, it could
Don't
be a woman.
assume his gender or her
Hey,
gender. I corrected myself.
All right.
Hmm.
On that note, are you a man or a woman?
That's not me. Or I mean, that is me.
That's not me.
We're trying to get access to the transport here to get up to Atlee. See if we can figure out how to at least get us out of here, if not solve all of this.
Wait, no, you can't see. You can't see
Facial
expressions.
expressions.
All right. The operator starts heading down the spiral staircase and towards
Oh.
the floor that you guys are on.
I will go to the bottom of the staircase to meet him.
Doesn't react.
The operator is standing there. The operator is standing by.
So pleased with himself.
I know. I didn't even plan that. That was like just what they're called.
We've got some friends right now going into the hotel to try and get one of the pass cards so that we can use the what was that? Was it lift? What was it exactly? A trolley?
So it's a ski lift from the second to the third level, but to the first to the second, it is a cable car.
And we have access to that.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
get access to the ski lift. If all goes well, we're just looking for resources and maybe an ally here. Once they come back with the card, we're going up the mountain. You'd be welcome to come along. We could use all the help we can get.
Do you need
Yeah.
like a pen and paper to write down something? You need to write down something. You need to talk.
He doesn't.
You just hear the operator just breathing.
He doesn't need to talk if he doesn't want to.
He doesn't need to talk. It's just it seems like he needs the mask to breathe, and so that might interfere with him talking. And if he doesn't have a pen and paper himself, well, I could maybe help with that if he did want to say something. But
Yeah. Did you find the bone charm over there? Is there anything else good in here? Anything else worth having? Right. Yeah. Mind if we take a look around? Great.
you sure you don't want to like communicate a little better? It's a little vague when you can't.
He's said what he's needed to say. It's all right.
Well, if
Yeah.
you wanted to say something more nuanced or more,
He just likes to be able to see people's faces.
if he wanted to,
It's sort of a thing.
introduce himself and give us a name, so we don't have to keep calling him or her. Still haven't. If you could just. My dog's name is Bill, and Corinne always thinks you're not alone.
You know, I think the things you're saying right now aren't helping.
Well, I would know if they're helping better if you like respond a little more.
Or she?
They.
You said as much as you need to. I'm Hazel Cohen. No? Right. Fair enough.
Clearly not a diplomat.
Don't need to be. And I'm gonna get back to looking around, and I'm gonna say over my shoulder to the operator, if I'm about to trigger any or traps or anything, I'd appreciate it if you give me some sort of a warning before it blows me to high heavens.
What's heaven? Says the operator. No, nothing. No response.
Blows me to the void.
If you
There you
can't,
Ah.
The void.
The boy.
if you can't like make a sound to alert her, you could always just, it'd be nice to know that you could alert someone else so that they could.
The operator just walks right by you and kneels down and starts to take apart the tripwires and just disarm it.
Great.
Well,
Thanks.
that might be easier. The
actually,
operator
yeah.
just goes around and disarms more and more.
I'm gonna keep looking around the room.
All right. So back to the cult exhibit. There's another on Delilah's Coven, which is just stated to have been brought down by Imperial influence. There is a whalebone sword from in a
can I
display
take
case.
that? Is that a thing that I could take?
It's up to you.
Can I take it? Or do I need to roll to take it?
It's in a display case, so you're gonna need to shatter it again.
I swear, set off the alarm a second time.
We're just gonna like. Why are you like this?
Would you be surprised? Probably
Break it
not.
all
I'm
out. Break it all so we can get it all over at once.
I'm gonna try to like use my elbow to break the display case.
Make a fight check. Brawling focus. Forcefully. I do want to see what he rolls first. Because I don't even know if he'll roll one success.
I don't think I will.
Any complications?
No.
Okay. Well, you do not go. Oh.
My elbow.
Help me! I hurt myself. Keep the first aid kit in here.
Clunk. It's not open.
I don't think I'm very well suited to open and display cases.
I'm
Uh,
further along investigating stuff.
Gray goes up to you. Do you want me to
I
do the thing again?
I would appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. And he reaches for his rifle again, and the operator just goes up to both of you and just pushes you aside and pulls a key out of it.
See, now this is the sort of thing that it would have been helpful for you to communicate a little before, so we didn't go trying to smash our elbows into glass. But thank you.
Case is unlocked.
Take this.
All right.
I'd also like to inspect the sword.
Yeah. Well, it's the whalebone sword from Dishonored 2
Okay.
that the witches have. I will. Do you intend to use it?
I don't know yet.
I'll go ahead and text you the stats. There's no like, oh, what's it called in D&D? There's no attunement or anything like that.
Right.
So it'd be hard to know the effects without using it first a little bit. But you can do probably. This would be a fencing check, probably. I'd like to say void lore, but
Fair enough. So what is that?
what's that?
What would that check be? Would that
Um,
require me using it on someone
What do you mean on someone?
to make the check
Well, yeah, you can make it.
without hitting someone with it?
Oh yeah. You can do just like a general knowledge check. Study
I got a complication.
fencing. Okay, you're looking at it around. You're examining it. You're looking at it like everything, and then you just drop it right on the floor, and it clatters a little bit, almost like wood hitting the ground, but it does not shatter. You just dropped it. Pick it up with your leather gauntlets. Okay.
Seems like it's just a sword.
You would finally see information on the Whaler gang, and would see this is actually not in any case just what looks to be a whaler mask and a sword, which looks exactly like the sword that Sab once had. Oh, Sab's gone. Hey, Sab, there's a whaler sword.
Yeah.
Oh, do I know? Wait, Sab doesn't have that anymore, yeah?
He doesn't. He lost it.
You would probably want to have another one with me.
We're just really looting this place.
Well, I mean, you said it wasn't in a case, right?
Yeah,
I'll just
right for the taking.
take it.
All right, you got it.
Is it real?
It's a sword. It feels like a sword. Go ahead and roll a study carefully history check.
You mean a study, just a regular old study, carefully check.
Oh, you passed your stutter check.
I know I did. Listen.
Stutter check.
Got a one.
Talk.
You win.
Rachel
made
rolls.
it.
Rachel rolls for talk. Gets a 20.
Listen. Listen, I'm using all of the
Stutter,
social
your friends
prowess
make
on
fun of
high
you.
school. It's really helping me get over this, guys.
Okay.
One success.
It's a whaler sword.
Okay. What else is around?
That is the entire cult exhibit, but at the front, I guess, of the chapel, kind of where an overseer would stand to preach sermons on the seven strictures. You would see an outsider altar. That is actually, the plaque says it's an original taken from Polwick, and right above it, you would see a massive painting of a man in brown, arms out like this. His face is missing. Anton, roll a painting check. Your focus is 5 on this, I believe.
Yeah.
I know it's like a hidden focus, but
Invisible focus.
you got it.
Intrinsic
Study.
focus.
Study.
Yeah. I think that's
How many successes?
2.
This is an Anton Sokolov piece. It's hard to tell if it's an original, but it is at least. I don't remember the title of this painting, but it's his rendition of The Outsider.
I'll get closer to it and start like inspecting it, see if I can find a signature or
Okay.
anything to potentially authenticate it. I don't know.
Sure, missed the important details, didn't it?
Well, I don't think it would have helped much.
Go ahead and roll another study carefully painting focus check. Difficulty of 3, it's really hard to figure out. What's the word? I should know this. Appreciate
or
and
whatever?
yeah.
Would I know that
Validate.
Sokolov kept trying to find the outsider and didn't? Is that like common knowledge?
I mean, you're legitimately just
Kinda
for snake's
hidden.
sake.
Probably not. No. What'd you roll?
This is the same check?
Higher difficulty though. You use an avoid point.
Yes. 4 successes.
All right. Take 1 momentum since you didn't use the void point.
Nice.
This is an original.
And would I know about him not having seen the outsider? Or could I just guess because the outsider's not like showing up to everyone?
There is nothing you've heard of him interacting with the outsider. He definitely wasn't one of the famous marked ones, which that is also the rest of this exhibit is on famous marked ones.
Oh.
So there is Corvo is represented, Delilah is, Dowd is, Emily is, and Esmond Roseborough is.
Who's that?
That is basically the, I don't know, inventor seems like the wrong word, but he discovered whale oil as a fuel source, basically, as something effective to use. So he's basically the leader of the Industrial Revolution.
Well, I think the painting's original. I'm not sure if Sokolov ever saw the outsider, so there's not much way you could have painted his face.
Yeah, sure. But it doesn't do us much good to just see an approximation like that, does it?
You can both roll a Void Lord check. Independent, though, unless you want to assist each other.
I've rolled a couple.
3 successes.
No complications on 3 successes.
Mhm.
You would know Anton is not a marked one, and neither is Esmond Roseborough. You haven't heard about that before. That's unique. The plaque seems to say that the outsider was behind some of his designs and the reason that whale oil was discovered as a fuel source.
Hopefully these are just wrong. Seems to be a bit of a theme with the museum here.
Why is it that
They're
they
wrong.
have such good artifacts and such bad information about them?
Well, I mean, they haven't had anything particularly interesting. Even the
They
other
have an
caches
original Anton Sokolov painting.
Oh, sure, but they don't have anything that does anything.
It's a painting.
I got this from an overseer cache. It
And
helps
it's a
me
necklace.
stop bullets. What is your
Ow.
painting to?
It's a painting.
Gray aims a shotgun at the painting. I'm
Don't-
serious, he does.
Don't you dare. I will hurt you.
I'm just messing with you. Don't worry about it. Can you imagine just doing that? Like in Dishonored, just Corvo just
Anton-
rips him out of its frame, and
Anton
that's
would
like,
be downright scandalized. He'd be like, there are so many things wrong with that.
wow.
Actually, you know what I should do, and what I should have done a long time ago. I'm gonna just like start fiddling with the Hastings device and getting that to the point where I can see if there's anything void-y in the area aside from our marked one compadres.
You turn it on, and immediately you are greeted with just so many pings, but they're all from what looks to be one place. Underneath the altar. You actually remember this was the same location as the Overseer cache that you found your twerk in.
Should have guessed. And I'm gonna start like, I assume I know how to access what's under.
Yeah, I don't want to describe the mechanics of the hidden compartment and that sort of thing. But as you're going to actually find it, you kind of realize that the cast that you found was basically, a loose panel
Mhm.
in the box. You find a set of stairs.
Did you know this was here? I'm gonna ask the operator. No.
Okay. Ready? Mind accompanying me?
You got it, miss.
The rest of you are welcome to as well, of course, but you know, it'd be nice to have someone who can handle any trouble down there.
That's kind of like follow through. Like, I don't suppose there's a way to smuggle out the paint. It won't fit in my probably get to
Well, I mean, you could roll it up. It's Wayne.
I'd have to. There'd be to not damage it, and that would be so. It's an original, and I don't want to do anything to harm it.
Well, there could be like those tubes, that you put paintings in.
I guess look out for one of those then.
Maybe check in the back where that switch was that the operator was working on. That seemed to be where
I'll do that.
the
As,
employee stuff was at.
I'll do that as we're leaving. Desperately trying to figure out how to steal an original.
It's like the most Anton thing we've ever run into.
Oh, my namesake. And it's thematically similar to my struggles.
Oh,
I understand.
I know what you mean.
Never have I related to a piece of artwork more strongly.
I know.
Going down the staircase. Hopefully Gray first.
Yeah, Gray's going down first. He hits a spider web and run through it.
Bring spiders, Gray.
It's in my mouth. No, it's in my mouth. Sorry about that.
Maybe close your mouth then.
Where are you, sir?
What do you mean?
They're in the basement right now. You were going
I was
upstairs. Oh, you're not going to get the tube?
No, I said I'm going to do that as
All right, okay, fair enough.
He did, in fact, say that.
Fair enough, I suppose. There are 18 rooms in this basement.
So, Anton,
Yeah.
it's gonna come in handy.
What are you gesturing to?
The rooms, the 18 rooms.
Runes? You said room. I thought you said.
I thought you said
runes.
rooms.
Oh my goodness.
It looks almost like a root cellar a little bit, but they're just stacked on shelves.
Why are they all here?
I mean, to be fair, this is sort of where the Abbey and other sorts of organizations put things, just under the shrines, but
Why would they collect these like this? What is. This place has so much stuff, and it doesn't seem like it knows what to do.
I will actually say one thing I forgot to mention upon entering the museum. Actually, it would have been outside, so maybe a little easy to miss as you guys are hoping to get in and not get shot. This is the oldest building in Soul Spring, and it was actually discovered here.
here before the resort, maybe?
Wonder, maybe they didn't. The people who built the resort didn't know about this either.
I mean, they didn't have a Hastings device to help them out.
I'm gonna like check to see if they're booby trapped or set up with the alarm
Yeah,
or anything.
go ahead and make a perception check. I will also say, for the sake of time, I didn't want to express it, but it wouldn't have been like just some like, oh, pull this panel and that's how you get to the basement. It honestly was probably boarded up. It might have involved a little bit of work to get to, but I trust that you guys will be dedicated towards doing that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably what happened.
I rolled nothing.
Doesn't seem to be any alarms around here.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have the room? They're
I
big,
have a
man.
lot of pockets.
You want to split some of those with Wayne, maybe?
Yeah, but he's not down here yet.
I'm not down where? He's behind you.
Well, you take your
Ooh.
share then.
I mean, all right. Fair enough. How's 5 sound? I know. Oh, wait. No, wait. You know what? Since your friend here found him, I'll just take 9 and you take 10.
Okay.
You said 18.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Whoops. Thought it was 19.
I was like,
Uh,
"Oh, that's
a free extra room.
Yeah.
I just
I'll take 9. No, I'll take 8. You get 10. It seems fair to me.
Well, thank you for that. Stuff.
You would also see there are a couple of bone charms in here.
Ooh.
Can I just say how they do? Okay, I'll cut to the chase. One of them is Lucky Jam, which means enemies firing ranged weapons at a character with this bone charm will now receive a complication if they roll a 19 on the attack, in addition to a 20.
And the other one?
There is, it's just a regular bone charm that is the Voider, which is +2 to any perception check you make on a character that is unaware of your presence.
Okay. Can
thought you
I,
wanted to
I didn't make the
reserve my
title, that
alley.
one's from the game.
can I copy down these patterns?
Yes, you can.
Can I like bring them up to LG and show him the signs from the Akadeva on the bone charms and ask him to explain them?
Yeah, this one I recognize. This one's from, this one we actually put on a spike. Luck. It's pretty recognizable.
Do you know any other ones?
Let's see, what else we got? This one, I think, has some of the nuances of the precision spike that we wrote. So, I don't know. Something related to fine details, I guess.
Right. Any other ones jump out?
Well, I mean, all the runes.
Sure. Well, I know what a rune is.
Do you know what the symbol is, though?
You seem like you're about to let me in on some great secret.
Nope, I'm not actually. Okay, who am I kidding? Hey, I'm teaching you anyways. It's the name of the outsider. You can read it.
I'm gonna just reach over and like yoink one of the runes out of Anton's pocket. I'm
What are
just
you
gonna-
doing? Is this a private
Look at the
conversation,
symbol.
by the way, or is this like pretty open?
You can see Heisel take the rune, and you could barge into the conversation if you want, but he's going to be
Alright.
whispering.
Why'd you take the rune?
She's just like gazing intently.
Roll a Void Lore check. You've been practicing your grammar.
I've been practicing my grammar. I'll use some momentum.
What does this look like?
It's the outsider symbol.
No, I mean, what does it look like?
Well, this is probably cleverly studied cleverly,
yeah.
right? Okay,
What
I'm
does
gonna
it look
reroll
like
that.
that Heisel's doing? Does it look like she's just looking?
She's just looking right at the rune.
So she just looks like a crazy person.
4 successes.
You can read it. I will send you what it says.
Heisel's mind is just expanding right now.
Yeah.
That
Do I
sound is
see-
already used.
That was actually a
it's
difficulty of
awkward.
4 to read.
Oh.
Okay. Is there a visual moment of recognition or something? Would I be able
Her
to?
Just you go.
eyebrows shoot up at one point.
What's so interesting about that?
You're a better teacher than you give yourself credit for. It's it's alright.
Sorry. I mean,
Tell me
It's-
what about it?
It's something I've been learning from LG. You can run bikes.
we made a deal. Sorry, it's got to stay secret.
And I'll hand him back the room.
I mean,
Sorry.
would I be able to piece together what it is that they're what it is that she's teaching? She's being.
I don't know, because it could be a lot of things. It could be like you're analyzing the bone or like the bone that's a part of it, or like the metal structures that are on the outside of the rune that everyone has for some reason. Could be something about the symbol itself. I don't think you. Well, you can roll an intuition check.
guess I
It's
will.
probably going to be pretty hard. I'd say a 3.
What's that?
Talk carefully, intuition.
Narrowly missed getting 2 successes, so just 1 success.
Could be anything. Congratulations, you're now a part of the secret keeping group. How does it feel to deprive your fellow party members of information that they ask for?
She's been doing that the whole time. You're now part of it.
You know the things I'm keeping from them.
I do.
It's been constant the whole time.
She's the one that started the whole
You
secret
do not
keeping
know
thing.
half of it.
I know that there is a huge half of it that's gonna.
Blow up in all of our faces.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's taking the bone charms?
Did you ask if you wanted the first one?
I didn't say anything about the bone charms. I just looked at them.
Oh, hey, that one looks like the sign on my hand. Wayne says. He pulls up his hand to the Lucky Jam bone charm.
Oh, is that actually a?
Are those?
Oh, that makes sense.
Why would the?
I'm gonna look over at Elgin and be like, it's all coming together.
Why would it look like? That's not a. Why would they look the same?
You
It's me.
know how he's marked by the gambler,
Sure.
and you know how this is like helpful to make bad things happen to people that are trying to do bad things to you.
Well, I didn't specifically, but now that you mention it,
See some common ground.
no.
Let's just kind of shake her head a little and put away the two bone charms for now.
In fairness, why would he assume they're both a language?
Okay, okay.
That was kind of a big like epiphany moment of that one guy did. Like, oh, it's the language.
Like, even to say these bone charms are both written in a language would make more sense than applying that further to the marks that are on people.
Yeah, no, now that she knows, it's hard to unsee it, but like, it makes sense.
At about this time, Sab and Jacob Reed would arrive at the Museum of Arcane Persecution. No one would shoot at you, but you see the bodies, and you could make your way there unscathed.
Guess we're gonna try to walk inside. The doors are probably
Yeah,
locked.
if you wanted to roleplay anything before that, go for it. But
Is it possible for me to use my tinkering tools to like repair some of my armor or something?
your armor broken?
Basically,
When did that happen?
when all the
You mean-
zombies attacked me.
The stress points.
It's just
Yeah,
That's what you're talking about.
that he
Oh,
didn't
this
get
one.
back from.
Oh, this is a
This one.
rules book consultation. You all are probably going to be done with combat for today, so I will consult that after session. Okay.
All right. So we'll just go to it. Oh, well, this. Well,
Should we knock?
you knock.
Okay, I'll knock.
Seven knows before he does.
The operator shoulders the rifle and is aiming right at the door.
Do I hear it?
Hello? Anybody home?
You hear that?
Oh, let's
Sounds
just
like-
make sure they don't get shot, and I'm gonna run up the stairs. Oh, have I seen the music box while I was in here, by the way?
Oh my word! Yes, that's in the overseer exhibit. Yeah,
Okay, well, I
there's
would
a-
have taken that
it's
as soon as I saw it.
it's held by the over. It's like a big thing. It's not like some small thing. It's you literally have to like strap it onto you, and you know.
I would have strapped it onto me the second.
All right.
Now
Okay.
you have two strange frequency-related void artifacts strapped.
I kind of
to
look like a
you.
one-man band.
Yeah.
Except it's like the Torque is trying to play jazz, while the music box is trying to play.
Well, the music box and the
Static.
Hastings device are both just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're not jamming. Yep.
okay. Anyway,
Hastings' device is like, ooh, that sounds like nothing.
I will actually say that music boxes can jam the Hastings device.
The Hastings device
What?
is just like,
Yeah.
I don't understand this
should I
modern
pass it off to
music.
someone else while I've got the music box?
I don't know. Well, it's just like when it's active, it's basically suppressing any void.
Okay, but it
Waves.
wouldn't.
Oh, it's not gonna-
cause problems.
Yeah. Spoiler: it won't break it. Don't worry.
Okay.
It just stops the noise of.
Listen, Simple would kill me.
Yeah, probably.
She might have a better version by now.
Well, probably, but like, you know. Take my one prototype. Go to Pandacia. I come back, it's in smithereens.
Broken.
That's
How'd you
not
do that? I used a music box. Why would you have done that?
That's exactly how it goes on.
All right.
Anyway.
So everyone else does come
There.
in. You see the
Well,
operator.
we didn't open the door yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's locked,
Before.
remember?
All right,
It is.
we're gonna.
You said that we should lock it, or Wayne did at the very beginning.
He did.
Yeah, he
I don't
did.
remember this.
I do.
He
What?
walks in, he's like, we should look for traps and lock the door behind us. Oh no.
Oh no, he
it
said
was
if the doors
if the
door's
door
not
is not locked. Okay. No, you're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
He said there's booby traps if the door's not locked. And the
Mhm.
door was
Right,
locked.
yeah.
So the door's
If
not
someone
That's
was
fair.
hunkering down, they would normally lock the door.
Yeah.
unless there were
No, I
traps.
get it now. I get it. So I'm gonna run upstairs.
before we go in, I need to tell you
I'm gonna
something.
like go over to the operator.
Oh, okay.
All right, look. I know you guys have been working with the protectors.
Yeah.
They're scum.
Okay.
You're a nice guy,
Thank you.
and I think we could be great together. Would you like to become my Ravenling? You can think about it. But I'm just saying. I think we could do a lot more good together. And you could work.
Don't use
with
my
them.
pitch against me. And Sam opens up the door. He just looks, sees like the sniper. Nope. Shuts it. Like,
What was it?
you going first.
Well,
Okay.
wait. As you're saying that, I would have been like going over to the operator,
Yeah.
And I would have said, those are the rest of our group, the ones that were going to get the card for the ski lift. Appreciate it if you wouldn't shoot them.
Reed's gonna open the door. Oh, hey Heisel. How's it going?
Hey. All right, where's Joplin?
That's Kim.
He died with him.
It was brutal.
Can I make an insight check on that? That sounds super phony.
It's hard because most of the things that Jacob Reed says are but I will allow it.
Can I assist?
I
Or
wouldn't
is
have
that not
asked,
a
but like the way you said that.
Okay.
Please.
I will say this is Josh. Will you allow them to do an intuition check?
I mean, sure.
I normally
I'm
like
not
to
sure it's
do-
gonna reveal much because he just said, based on what he just
Right.
said.
The most it
He
would,
didn't lie.
would reveal
There's
is
something
like
shifty going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't like to say no to that.
Can I assist? Or should it be a separate check?
I will say probably separate check unless there is some way for you to actually talk with Heisel and like say,
I
okay,
doubt
let's
it.
analyze that statement. You know, break it
Yeah, I
down.
doubt there would be.
Elaborately.
Deception check.
Yep.
Since you are,
Doesn't matter
though you're not
anyway.
lying, you are trying to hide the truth. So
Getting weird.
there is something shifty going on.
There's something shifty going on, but it sounds like it was brutal. And you can
Yeah.
probably tell by looking at him that he's covered in blood.
What did Squatters get to him? What happened?
Well, basically, I don't know. I wasn't there when it happened, but apparently he kicked the door down really, really loud. And then a bunch of them came running. And by the time I got in there and was coming through the window, they were on top of them. So I saved him and I went back up, but the rope broke.
Wait. Sparks is dead?
Sad.
Sparky is dead. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Here's a good one.
what happened was, where was I? Oh yes, I just got in the window. And they were all like, eh. And then basically I took a tumbler thing. I took one out of the hotel because I thought we might need it. And I made a distracting noise. And then I snuck up, I dragged him into the room and hid him. But by the time I got him into the bathroom, I realized that by moving him, I'd like opened his wounds back up on accident in his neck that they'd torn out of his throat. And it just started splurting everywhere, and I'm covered in blood. And then he tries to say last words, but it wasn't coherent. It was more like, and then he handed me the pass that he has now.
Can I tell what's funky about that?
You're telling a bold-faced lie, so this isn't going to be a deception check. Contest it if you want to contest it with intuition.
I want to know why it's funky. Now that I know there's something funky.
I don't know there's something funky.
Talk. Collect.
So I think
Intuition.
rolls 4 because I think he said he didn't die with bombs, and earlier it sounded like he did.
2.
So Sam was like,
I'm going to use a
He
void
just
point
gets
and make
one.
mine too.
I'm gonna use a void point and make mine 3.
Oh!
oh. That was one, so he still doesn't know what's going on.
We're just in the same boat. He's lying. We're like, so. And Idel's like, I see through your brain.
So, correct me if this is too much, but
Well,
you would know that he's not telling the full story. There's more to it. Is that appropriate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reed, remember the first time we met?
Which time? We kind of met twice, like once as the Raven and once as Jacob Reed.
Do you remember the time where I took you out to that bar back in?
I think
where was
I,
it?
I think I took you out to the bar.
And I told you I knew you were the Raven of Argonica.
Oh yeah, that was so clever, wasn't it?
You remember why I
think that
told
was
you?
Jessamine.
Right. You're a very intelligent, clever, crafty person.
No, it was Sunline. Was it? No. That was
Do
where
you
he had
think
the
that
bar
doesn't
fight.
apply here?
I don't see how it wouldn't.
Do you think, I don't know, there's something you're leaving out?
Oh yeah, I wrapped my foot in a bed sheet to keep it warm.
I'm assuming I know he wouldn't have left that out. That's the one thing that's causing him to be shifty.
What's
I
that?
don't mean to be too leading here, but I assume that I would know that him wrapping his foot in a bedsheet was not the thing he was hiding.
You are hiding something, so make another deception check. Make an intuition check.
Would I get any kind of advantage on this because of how, like, mundane of a thing that is? It would not be something that's hidden?
No.
No?
Roll straight.
Okay.
You're gonna get the point anyway.
3.
So, also because Heisel was being suspicious. Or not suspicious, sorry. She was being like,
She was asking you more. I will allow you all to make checks. Sure.
those two.
I wasn't asking about your foot.
Oh, glad to see you care so much about me.
Also, Sab, what'd you roll on that? You said 2 successes?
Mm-hmm.
I will say right now, you remember the last conversation you had with Joplin on the roof?
Yeah, about.
Times I wish I had notes.
Sab steps up. He pulls out his stun rod, and let me think.
Pete Reed is going to suddenly pull out a tranquilizer dart and hold it in his hand.
Would any of us notice
That's what I was about to ask.
either of these things?
Perception checks, everybody, including you.
I'm still believing him because
Can this be cleverly?
how did I manage to mess up both dice in different ways?
I will allow
Can I use
cleverly.
stealth? Can I use stealth? Because I'm trying to hide it.
Yes.
Right, 2 successes.
For the perception?
Oh no, for the
Oh, for the
hiding.
stealth.
The stealth.
So, is that stealth for you two?
Yes. Or
Okay.
that's Sab's
Perception?
steady.
What are the numbers on those? On the
No.
15 and 14.
2 and a 4.
You see him pull out the tranquilizer dart. You guys don't.
And we wouldn't stop
do
doing
you-
anything either.
Can you do Are you trying to keep that hidden, or are you trying
Yeah,
to
he's
like?
trying to
Okay, roll a stealth check for that perception.
move quietly. He gets 2 successes.
2 successes, a critical.
Okay. Given the fact that he was holding out the dart in response, I'm just gonna say you both see what you have right now.
Look, Heisel, why don't we be adults about this and talk about this one-on-one in person?
I don't see why you couldn't say.
Hey,
something in front of
hey,
everybody.
guys! This is LG. I was going somewhere with this, but I don't remember where it
This
was.
isn't the
Look,
time
look.
for this. All right.
Look, I'm willing to talk with you. I'm willing to talk with him. I just don't want him there. And protector buddy over here.
Who?
He's pointing
Hi.
at
It's me.
Is this guy a protector? Is this guy a protector?
You mean LG?
No. Well, is LG here too?
Yeah, LG is here.
I don't want
Why not?
I don't like him.
Or does
Just
it
like I
pretty
don't
weak.
like you.
Pretty weak reason. I understand me, but
I'm going to explain it to them. I
Why
will
don't
explain
you
it to her.
first give us the resort pass?
I'll give
You
it
guys
to
have
her.
that?
Stab pulls it out.
Oh wait, I don't have it.
And he just kind of moves over to where the other guys are and just hands it off.
who's he?
Zeb looks over. Does he see the operator?
The operators are gone.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he's still.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. Who's he handing it to?
He actually he like puts it into his palm and hand and like kind of like takes Anton's hand and puts it down. He doesn't give it to him and then closes it and goes over to like stand basically like behind Heisman.
I'll put nothing in one of my pockets.
Reed.
Excuse me for a moment.
This is-
This is a privileged conversation. Confidential.
Shall I roll for sleight of hand?
well, Reed's looking at his phone, so it's okay.
Can I
Hold on, guys. I have a message on the Raven phone.
can I also help with that because I'm trying to continue the illusion of putting it in my pocket after it wasn't handed out?
Sure. Yeah. Stealth focus.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is the move. Ah, it doesn't matter.
I'm doing good. 2.
I got a success.
Yeah.
I understand you're feeling a little uncomfortable right now. So, you can bring him to protect you. But we need to talk.
Reed, I'm not going to take any of your crap. You're going to tell me what you wanted to tell me in there. Here, now.
All right. Will do.
Let's go down. Let's this maybe isn't the best time to
Oh no, it's a perfect time.
we're being hunted by weepers, basically. So I advise
A perfect time for what?
Look,
A perfect time for the unfortunate end of session. I am so sorry, but the building does close
yes.
in just a few moments. So we will have to continue this next week. I'd like to talk a little bit about planning session as well. So I'm going to end this right now.